Welcome back to the RaidCall EMS1 finals here. Day 2. I can definitely say it's heating up after that first one. Going into overtime, you know, there was a chance, okay, we're going to go to 1-1. We went down. How did you enjoy that?
Well, from my point of view, it was very fun. It was very hot over in the commentary box. I can tell you with the lights and the PC and everything else, but it got hotter in the game. So, yeah, it was everything we wanted and more from the opening match, and you know, really well played to very games in there. I feel a bit sorry for Fnatic because, you know, Modi said it. They threw the first game away. I mean, they should have won that first map, and then who knows after that, the pressure and you know, big game, and you just don't know how Very Games would have reacted if they'd been a map down. But well done to Very Games because they came through a very tough semi-final.
Excellent. And I guess we're going to look at the bracket now to get us lined up for our next round, which will, of course, be the Ninjas in Pyjama versus Virtus Pro.
Yes, probably the best two teams in the world right now in Counter-Strike Go. They've played each other 14 times in the last 8 months. And Virtus Pro, one of the few teams to have beaten them on LAN. Of course, they lost to Western Wolves recently at DreamHack. But before that, I think they had something like a 90-game run, maybe 88, 86, I can't remember exactly. But it was an extraordinary winning set of games for NiP, and Virtus Pro were the first team to stop that. They beat them twice at the Star Ladder finals in the first stages, and then they beat them in the grand final twice as well. So other than those 4 maps, the other 10 times they've played, NiP have won all 10. More importantly, more recently, they've seemed to have got their form back against Virtus Pro. They've won the last 3 matchups against them. So I suppose form book-wise would say it's fairly equal right now, and it could go either way. But I still fancy that Ninjas in Pyjamas are just a little bit too strong.
Excellent. Well, let's have a look at that team sheet with Ninjas in Pyjama. We can take me through some of the players and what you think is going to be the approach.
Well, I think that's the thing, isn't it, with NiP? I mean, you look at all 5 and you go, well, they've got Exist, fantastic leader, has some moments of magic. We saw the Ninja Diffuse at DreamHack. You have Forest, who basically you just have to give a pistol to and he destroys everyone. Get Right, who can just be on fire all over the map at any place with any gun. Freiburg has monster moments, and Fifth Lauren is just deadly with the AWP. So they've all got their moments of brilliance. So it's tough for any team to play them because you kind of get, if you concentrate on one guy, as Virtus Pro did at the Star Ladder finals, on Get Right, getting rid of him, that was the key to their success, was destroying him, and then they could then play normally. You've still got 4 other brilliant players to play against, so it's tough to use that as a tactic. So I don't think we'll see too much of that today.
Excellent. Well, obviously standing in their way to getting to that final and meeting up with Very Games is Virtus Pro. Talk me through the guys here.
Yeah, again, 5 men that have extraordinary talent. Very, very good team. Still struggling a little bit with the communication, I think, with Guardian being added to the team recently, with the Dren going off to school. But Dozier, Angel, Kucha, all fantastic players. But for me, the most important player for them today is going to be Fox. I think we saw Dozier yesterday having some fantastic rounds. I think he was top fragger in both maps. But for me, it's about Fox. If he can step up today and be their big man player, as we've seen him so often do in the past, then I think Ninjas in Pyjamas will have a tough time of it. And also, I think the other point was really eloquently explained by Guardian yesterday. This isn't so much a brain game as more of an aim game today. It's definitely going to be a battle of the aim.
Excellent. One thing, though, obviously didn't notice yesterday, we only had 1 game that didn't end in a 2-0. Today, we've already had a 2-0. I won't force you for a prediction. I'll leave that open unless you'd like to give me one. But do you think we'll go down to a 2-0, or do you think we'll go down 3 games?
Well, I mean, if you look at the form book, last 3 maps have gone the way of Ninjas in Pyjamas. 4 before that went to Virtus Pro. That would suggest that it's still pretty close, and they do have some very close rounds. I think it's 213 to 154 rounds right now in favour of NiP. But most of those go back, they date, predate Star Ladder 5. So if you want a prediction, it's got to be, the logical one says 2-1, but for some reason I just feel like NiP have got too much. It's going to be a 2-0 to them.
Well, you heard it right here. It sounds like it might be a 2-0. Very good prediction. I might have to side with you, although just to be, let's say, at loggerheads, I might have to go with Virtus Pro. We'll see. But anyway, it's going to be awesome no matter what. But for now, let's go over to Melly and hear what she has to say. I believe she has a special guest. Over to you, Melly. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you, Sean. And yeah, I'm not alone here. NBK is keeping me company from Team Very Games. Congratulations first. And he is right now on the RaidCall channel 1997 answering your questions. So get in there and ask NBK everything you want. And yeah, he will answer like, one good question just. What does NBK mean?
It's kind of a long story. A very famous movie was named Natural Born Killer, and that's pretty much where it comes from.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Go ahead, answer that question. So get yourself in there and ask your questions. He will just stay a few more minutes and text with you guys. And I think Sean is already waiting with one of the biggest legends in the Counter-Strike history. So go ahead, Sean, we're waiting.
And we're back here, and I have to say that one of the things I love is the perks of doing this, and that involves every now and then standing next to people that can only be described as legendary, and that is Hedon. So thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Now, of course, we know Hedon as, you know, from the community side, you're, I would say, a hero for a lot of people. You're also incredibly tall. I'm not incredibly short. And, of course, involved with Ninjas in Pyjamas, founding in that. What's your predictions for today?
I mean, Virtus Pro, they're an amazing team. They were the first one to beat us on LAN to kind of break our record. But I think that since they had a playing change, they haven't been performing as good as they have. I think they're going to be better than they were before, actually, with this new lineup. But right now, I don't know if they managed to peak it off and getting into the team. Then I think it's going to be really tight, 2-1 either way, pretty much. Unless, yeah, if not, I think it's going to be 2-0 for NiP.
So it could be a 2-0, could go 2-1. It's still wide open. Stick around. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm sure you'll be over in the chat, so make sure you get involved. Send over some questions. But for now, we're going to head over to the always lovely Pansy and the always amazing Threat. So over to you guys.
So thank you so much, Sean. We are going to be treated to a phenomenal game here. I am joined by Threat, and obviously we are both super excited for this. Obviously, keeping eyes on the players, we will be seeing NiP up against Virtus Pro, and I think that's a lot of a lot of the people wanted to see this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, they haven't played each other since that Star Ladder final, so Virtus Pro is actually up one game versus NiP in the best versus 3 format. It's the only team who has ever beaten NiP in a best versus 3 format. However, they did have their star player Adrem playing for them, so it's going to be quite interesting. Virtus Pro has not been as strong as they used to be the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, indeed. But we look at their previous performances in, obviously this tournament, at this event. They've looked very strong to me. I was sitting here next to Fiflaren, and he was even explaining, how strong they look. And he probably would have preferred to have ESC, up against them, just because they're a dangerous team. But they can kind of work them out. Whereas Virtus Pro are, they're a team that obviously can challenge NiP. It's a dangerous one. So if you're in NiP's shoes, how would you come about this game? Would you have been watching back the other demos, working out what went wrong, and then trying to go ahead and kind of make sure you were ready for this matchup?
The thing is, I think Kusher said this in an interview earlier, it's going to be about aim this game, because Virtus Pro is less of a tactical team than ESC.
Yeah.
They're more like NiP. Both this team, they do not have many tactics, but they have really, really good team play.
Yep.
Like in 3v3, 4v4 situations, they both do the smart decisions, doesn't make mistakes, and that's what NiP usually play off other teams. They're just so good at 3v3 situations.
Yeah, indeed. And you had a little glimpse of the trophy that these guys will be able to win here if they obviously make the way through this game and then face off against Very Games of all teams. Now, looking at these two, who do you think would do better against Very Games coming out of this? Who do you think would kind of have the edge against them?
Well, of course it's NiP since they're up 14-0, but not to take anything away from Virtus Pro, I think the winner of this game will win the tournament, considering NiP is playing it. So it's not a crazy prediction, but I hope that Virtus Pro can show some great games at least.
Sure, I love the NiP guys. I had the chance to cast with, the man that's on your screen right now, and I want them to do well, but I also want to see a little bit of an upset almost. I want to see, a different final other than Very Games NiP. Every time we've had something different, it's always been fairly interesting. Even if, Fnatic got a little bit trashed last time they faced up against NiP, I want to see something different, and I'd love to see Virtus Pro given the chance to kind of actually make the way there. But obviously they haven't got an easy route at all. They've got one of the hardest teams up against them, and I'm kind of curious. These guys, I'm trying to think who's going to really come out the better of this one. Do you reckon it's going to be map dependent as well, or do you think it's just literally come down to those one-on-ones, aim battles that you said will probably swing it?
I think it would just be more about the aim battles. Maybe I think Virtus Pro can have a little edge on Mirage, which is the first map. So if they're going to win one map, I would think it's going to be Mirage. It's because this map it's kind of figured out, but still so many new things you can try out, which might surprise an IP.
Indeed, and well, the last time these guys faced off against each other, as you said, the closest one that might actually work for Virtus Pro was Mirage, and the last time they faced was at the DreamHack Summer Tournament, and well, NiP won it 16-6, I believe, but it's still very, very close, and even taking NiP to that sort of extent at a LAN is still impressive. These guys are, the best team out there right now, and I want to see if if Virtus Pro have kind of gone back to that drawing board and brought something different out now. Obviously, as you said, they're phenomenally talented individually, and they do have that team play. So I want to see it work really well for them. Obviously, these guys have been warming up the whole time. You guys were casting. They're over there, making sure they're ready for this game. They are just, making sure everything's ready for themselves. Their setup feels good. And I think we are almost about to go live into the knife. So hopefully we'll be underway nice and quickly here. Neither of these sides want to, wait around and, get a, not be as warmed up as possible, so we will be going into the live into the knife here between Virtus Pro and NiP. This is going to be a brilliant game. And how important do you think the side choice is here, or do you think that's not really a factor between these two?
Well, before today I said Mirage was the most even map, and then we saw Very Games versus who did he play? It was Very Games versus Fnatic, of course. Yeah. And the CT side was like extremely dominant, so if we see a repeat of that, I think the knife is very, very important actually.
Yeah, well, we have to see how this one goes out. Obviously, only Guardian stands, so NiP will get the choice of side, which, if you're Virtus Pro, that's not exactly when you'd be kicking things off with. You want to get NiP as uncomfortable as possible. You don't want to give them any more freedom here. Obviously, these guys are just going to have a quick little team chat, get themselves pumped up, ready for this one, because this is going to be the toughest game for them so far. They had, I wouldn't say an easy route to this point. I think they've already played, a good couple of teams. They've had to work for it, but this I see as their biggest challenge to this point.
Yeah, I completely agree. Even though they themselves said they thought Western Wolves was going to be the hardest opponent because they lost to them 2 times in a row. I agree with you. I think Virtus Pro will be the strongest opponent for them at this tournament.
Yeah, so you can see them there just talking things through, making sure they are, completely in the right mindset, knowing how to, take this game forward, what they want to play, how they want to play it. Any adaptations, any sort of changes, if there's any worries, they go through it now. And that's a brilliant thing about NiP. They're such a good bunch of guys that, you can see that they're friends inside and outside of the game. They work as a complete unit. So this is what we get to see. It's nice to see on camera as well. These guys are literally going through anything that might be an issue right now. And I think they look pretty comfortable. They look cool, calm, and collected. You can see Heat in there, the man who was being interviewed by Sean, so obviously giving any pearls of wisdom down, because obviously he's had to, play in these teams before. He's been there, he's done it. And what do you think they're discussing right now?
They're probably discussing about different situations that can occur during the pistol round. They're like, what if they attack B? Where should I rotate? Stuff like that. Who should stay at the bomb site if it's a fake? And they really, really want to win that pistol round.
Yeah, so for Flaren and Get Right, just going through a couple of things there. Forrest as well, nodding along. And that's pretty much NiP in a nutshell. They're so adaptive, they're so good. They can literally quickly run through things. They've got the team play that's just so key that they can depend on that. They don't have to have these sets, in stone strats that a lot of the teams do have. They can just be so fluid with it, and they work so well as a team. So hopefully we get to see that now, and I think they're almost ready to kind of get into this one. Obviously Virtus Pro you can see on your screen as well. Not quite the same kind of setup. They're two very different teams. They've got the very stern look to them. They're not quite as happy-go-lucky. They look like they're trying to just make sure every setting is right, and obviously just going to try and get as warmed up as possible and make sure they stay ready for this game. So scoreline wise on this map, I've got to ask you the question. You know these guys as well as anyone. NiP look just about ready to go. What do you think the end scoreline for this map is going to be?
I can see 2 scenarios. NiP will have a great CT half, and then they will win with 16-5. If Virtus Pro manages to win the pistol round, manages to force NiP to a few echoes, I think they can at least get over 10 rounds, but I have a hard time seeing Virtus Pro winning this map. So okay, I say 16-10 to NiP.
Okay, so it's not the 16-5 that you initially said might happen. But 16-10, that's a nice scoreline. Okay, that's not bad. I'll be happy with the 16-10. But you can see, obviously, there you did see on the screen, NiP guys giving the last little bit of a battle cry before they get into this one. They've just sat back down. They've readied up almost immediately, as have the Virtus Pro guys, so this will be underway momentarily. And as we said, those pistol rounds can be so important here as well. Whoever picks it up, if you say, the NiP guys have that strong CT side, this can almost run away from Virtus Pro. So if NiP do pick it up, you kind of obviously expect those couple of rounds to fall off the back. So we're going to have to see who will get that one out, and hopefully, you know, Virtus Pro can kind of keep hold of that. You know, with Glocks in this, surely they can maybe use the slight advantage that's still there.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, against a team like NiP, you really need to win like the right rounds, the rounds that force them to an eco. Because if you win a round and they still have 12 Ks and they will just demolish you the next round, then you are forced to an eco. So it's really about stringing those rounds together and winning those key rounds, especially when you're playing a great team like NiP.
So, as we said, the great team of NiP up against Virtus Pro here. It's the game that most people have been waiting for. The knives are done, the teams are selected, and we'll be seeing Virtus Pro on that T side, whereas NiP will be on the CT side. So, both teams ready, looking very focused now. We will be going live into the pistol, and let's see how this one is gonna pan out. Obviously, Virtus Pro looking very, you know, like they're focusing towards that B site already. 3-2 split there. Angel and Kucha looking towards mid, whereas Fox, Guardian, and Dozier looking towards B. Let's see if the NiP guys do expect this one.
And Angel actually with a Molotov up in mid is going to be very interesting where Angel decides to throw that Molotov. It feels like they have a pretty decided pistol strat here.
Yeah, indeed, it does look like it's been drilled in and kind of written out before. The flashes and smokes have been put over towards B, and that is the go signal for Virtus Pro to now start pouring towards that B bomb site. Fox jumping out, leaping down. It's Freeberg to receive them right now. He's got the first onto Fox. The calls are being made. Dozier replying. Exist is still alive, though. So the NiP forces have not stopped the push just yet. Boris deals with Guardian, Exist as well, leaving only Dozier alive, and NiP stamp the authority onto that. You said, you know, maybe they were discussing what might happen if they went on that big B push in that little team talk they had before, and I think we just saw exactly what NiP had in mind to do then.
Yeah, for sure, and Exist like attacking them from the back only like 10 seconds after they went down in the bomb sites, completely boxed Virtus Pro in, and they couldn't get any good angles, so very, very easy pistol win there for NiP.
Yeah, so obviously they do have that money and gun advantage going forward, and Virtus Pro need any sort of chance they can get in this one, so every round matters. Bit of a different approach now though, so it does seem as though they've adjusted the bomb site more towards A. Angel already pushing out, being met with Exist's fire. Dozier trying to do work, not getting much done. Exist now springs into action, and he does get Kucha, so Dozier the only one really to do any damage so far. Exist still doing everything he can, and well, there we have it. NiP keeping them at arm's length, only losing one player there, and Exist getting the 3-man. So, you know, these guys look so strong on this map, you know, especially it's a pistol, don't get me wrong. They're against, you know, people with only a pistol beside them, but they look so comfortable dealing with it because it can be such a threat sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have seen like 6 or 7, 8 eco round wins, and only one guy going down for NiP. I think they're quite happy with that.
Yeah, NiP surely happy going forward. Good bit of money beside them, not losing out just as of yet. So 2 rounds to NiP. We do see those flashes and smokes being placed down towards that A-bomb site. That is once again the go signal for Virtus Pro to start making their way forward, but look, Gerwright has pushed up a touch, getting the first, Exist second, and well, it's a beautiful, nice little 3-man coming in from NiP. And well, they only replied once again onto Gerwright, but he did the initial damage, and that's pretty much all he would have wanted. So 3 rounds in a row for NiP, as we'd kind of expect, but they barely lost a single player here, so you know, they've got to be happy with the way it's forming out so far.
Yeah, for sure, and as I said earlier, the key for Virtus Pro right now, I feel, is like forcing NiP to play a lot of eco rounds, and considering they only lost 2 people on those 2 anti-eco rounds, it's not looking great for Virtus Pro.
No, indeed, the money situation clearly not with them yet, so we're going to have to see if Virtus Pro can dig deep enough to pull something out here, because they really do need to. So let's have a look how they're lining up so far. They have made their way around mid. It's Angel to get the first, so taking down Exist, who's normally pretty much the guardian of that A-bomb site, but it's quickly taken back by Gerwright. Fiflaren in a fantastic position though. Dozier though, pushing up mid. It's Gerwright to deal with him. So the Virtus Pro slower start, not paying off just as of yet, but they are left in a 3v3 situation here. Let's have a look exactly where Virtus Pro are heading towards.
They do not have the bomb. The bomb is actually like way back, almost towards the T spawn area.
Well, I think Freeberg's enjoying the fact of that, finding Guardian completely off guard. There's now only Angel and Kucha stand. This was the first time we could have seen a little bit of a reply from Virtus Pro, but it's certainly not coming now, as Angel knocked back onto only 18 HP. Has to play this differently, but Kucha's in a great place right now.
Yeah, for sure. I actually think he might be able to get right off guard here. Maybe he can even decide to push towards the CT spawn and kill Forest.
We're going to have to see if he's able to pull that one off. Obviously, we do see Angel making his way up now with the bomb in hand, but there's only 20 seconds left, so they're playing this down to the wire. Kuja has found Get Right, as you said. Going to find the shot onto Forest as well. Lovely play, taking down 2 members of the NiP side, leaving only Freeberg standing. So 1v2, he's got to somehow stop this and try and keep Virtus Pro from getting this round in the bag. Bomb down and ticking, Angel and Kuja to find for him. Here's out, Flash is coming in. He's caught a glimpse, and that's enough for Freeberg. Looks for the first, and he's got that onto Angel. 1v1. Freeberg up against Kuchu, who's already got 2. He's the key player this round. Smoke put down, he's got a glimpse, and it's not enough! Virtus Pro spin it round on its head. The 3 rounds NiP got, they're all they're going to get for now, as Virtus Pro finally get back into this, but that was close. I think Kuchu there literally made that happen.
Yeah, for sure. Extremely smart play from Kuchu right there. It was like he knew exactly how the NiP players was positioned. It was kind of weird, actually, but a great play by him, getting all 3 kills, winning that round for Virtus.
Yeah, and that has done wonders for their confidence. Obviously, they want to be as in the right mindset as possible going forward against NiP. These guys, one of their biggest traits is they're so good as a collective. That's it's a hard thing to break their spirits, but keep going forward like this, and they might have a chance. So Virtus Pro really trying to control mid now, dropping out those smokes and flashes just to try and keep NiP from getting that opening pick. Well, I'm gonna have to see how they plan to go forward now.
Yeah, they're going to try to go for the window room boost, and we see Fiffler covering it, so I think Fiffler may get an entry frag very soon here.
Yeah, indeed. You can see it's Dozier who is already boosted up there. Forrest is laying in wait as well, so he might be able to get one, but it is Fiffler, as you said, getting the opening shot onto Dozier as he made his way through that window. This mid dominance from Virtus Pro not paying off really at the moment, as Fox boosting up another member. Trying to catch the NiP boys off guard, but it's not working so far. Flaren's looking for a second now. He's not happy with 1. Going to just tag up Fox, drop him down to only 22 HP. Now Virtus Pro need to start making their move. Only 35 seconds left on the board. If they want to go towards one of the bomb sites, there's a lot of presence from NiP. Flaren just wasting their time down, and the players picking up the shot onto Kucha and onto Fox. Lovely play coming out, dealing individually time and time again with the Virtus Pro players. As now they've got to do something, as now it's only Guardian. 1v5, he's got the first, looking for the second, not going to get it. NiP, just every time they look so strong, but why are Virtus Pro just going in singularly time and time again, challenging for Flaren then, just didn't pay off at all.
Yeah, no, they tried to do a sort of a jumping move right after they threw a flash, but still I don't find that as a good decision, because even if he gets blind, he can just hide behind the box, so it doesn't really matter. And as I said earlier, Virtus Pro manages to win round, NiP gets back right away, and look, Virtus Pro is forced to a Nico now. Yeah,
the thing with NiP is they're so good on the money. They always know how to play it out, and they're always so hard to get off, keeping that money flow up. And that's one of the biggest strengths. I think there's just a bit of a technical issue with Flaren there. Yeah, he's just going to have to call over someone to try and help him out on that one. So we will be back underway, but 4-1 so far. Virtus Pro not really making too much of a dent so far. Even on the round they picked up, it felt as though Kucha was just so individually good in that it didn't really show, the Virtus Pro side overall. It was more, he played very well. So what can Virtus Pro start doing? Obviously, money's a massive issue already because they're already on an eco. But after that, they just don't seem to be able to take down the NiP guys. How can they start facing off against them?
I don't know. I think they have to try to play more slow-paced game and then attack together, not trying to do those silly boosts. I mean, when they're so far up in middle that they can boost there, I think they already have enough ground to do an attack. Yeah. They don't have to try to do those sneaky boost moves with a flash. Just, okay, we have the entire middle. We have forced NiP to play super defensive. Let's split B or let's split A. They can't be like 4 guys at the bomb site now because they don't have the information where we're going.
Well, we're going to have to see if they can try and work that one out. Obviously, we do have a little bit of downtime, so hopefully the Virtus Pro guys are just talking this through at the moment, trying to find out what is really working for them and what's not, because, well, it does sway a lot towards the not right now, 4-1, but we're going to have to see, and it does seem as though all the issues look to be resolved there with Flaren, so just saw himself back out. We see him back in game. Virtus Pro giving it a thumbs up as well. So I can imagine we'll be back underway shortly. But Virtus Pro, we saw them, pulling out a little bit of a pistol strap before with the Molotov. Do you reckon we can see something like that again from them now?
Yeah, I do hope so. That they have, they take over middle and then they have a good execution after that, as you said they had on the pistol round. So let's hope and see that they have trained their grenades.
Well, they are doing a big push towards mid right now. They are all lining up, and it's Forest already catch a glimpse of one. They enough the first shot, no connection. Second will not miss though, finding Guardian. Flaren has pushed up to watch the cross. He's got a glimpse, but it's not enough. He's not managed to get the shot off. Forest has to, as now they are working them down. But as you said, Virtus.pro are great at getting all that kind of dominance through mid. Boosting up again has not paid off. Forest making light work of Kucha, and well, only Angel now stands, and they've not even lost a member this time, so it's an even better round for the NiP side, you know, just completely keeping them at arm's length, and I want to see more from Virtus.pro. They look like they haven't turned up yet in this.
Yeah, and they have to string those rounds together. I mean, they can't win a round and lose the next round, because then they will just lose the half with like 11-4, 12-3. If they win this round, I feel like they have to at least win one more round after that.
Yeah, the money situation clearly not good. We've said it before and we'll say it again. Dozia not having the ideal weapon either. They got that Galil with him, but smokes are being lined up though, so hopefully they're going to execute this a little bit better than those mid pushes that we've seen so far. So we're going to have a little wait and see exactly when they're going to go.
And I would actually like to follow the grenades here and see how they land here today, because that looked very drilled tactic.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what it is. They have completely cut off two of the players there for the NiP side, allowing Virtus.pro to push forward towards that bomb side. It is A, so Dozia leading the way. Oh, that nade has really caught him off. It's Freeberg to finish him down, though, as now the early advantage to the NiP side. And even with those smokes in place, Geralt has managed to find Guardian. So bomb down and ticking, the T side somehow need to hold off here. Flaren pushes forward, finds Angel, looking for more. He's got a glimpse of Fox, but Fox finding Freeberg in his place as Kucha gets the frag onto Flaren as well. This is not going out of his way now in this afterplant situation. Oh, Kucha coming out big again as only Forest stands. 1v2 and a bomb to defuse. The clock is ticking up fast. He's got one, looking for the second. Can he find Kucha in time? Yes, he can! Forest, where have you been? But well, he's just turned up, folks. And one absolute bit of play. I got a feel for the Virtus.pro side there. They executed it nicely. They got the bomb down. They had a little bit of an issue. They lost a couple of players. But after the plant, what just went wrong for them then?
I think they had too bad of positions. I mean, that's the thing about the A bomb site on Mirage. You actually need grenades for the after plant. So if you waste all the grenades getting the bomb down, it's very easy for the CT to just cut you off and start defusing the bomb. So maybe they should try to save some grenades for next round.
Well, maybe they can talk that one over, but we do see once again Virtus.pro on the pistol round now. An Angel doing something different this time, finding Forest very comfortably. Pistol to the brain there. I think he's actually running with that Deagle now, so a little bit of an investment, but not too much. Freeberg finds one, get right with the second. This is much more like it. They have lost one member, but still not bad all in all, as long as they can, deny the plant and any more frags that, obviously Virtus.pro will be going for.
Yeah, not much to say about this round. It looks like an easy round for NiP. Virtus.pro managed to get one frag there because they bought some Deagles. Guardian all alone now in 1 versus 5. Probably can't do anything. Yeah,
it's not looking likely, especially with Freeberg down there, just still holding position. Not going to happen. Freeberg denies and keeps a nice, four-man, members alive for NiP right now. These guys are so clever with the money. They don't waste it. They don't rush out, haphazardly and lose members. They don't play undisciplined at all. These guys are looking good, and I think they're trying to prove a point right now. 7-1 already. You said that if they got, a bit of a momentum-building moment, it's going to be in serious trouble for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if Virtus decides to go for that A push again, because they've got the bomb down so easily and they just failed at the afterplant. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now, actually. Virtus.pro trying that same strat again, and maybe just trying to play better at the afterplant, getting into better positions.
Yeah, so let's have a look here, see if they're going to go for it. Wait for that clock to tick down. Flashes, smokes being placed over. It's go time for the Virtus.pro side, who are pushing forward. Anti-flashes coming in, the smokes have not landed. Flaren already pushing up to really counter this, but nevertheless, Virtus.pro breaking through the NiP defense line, as now only Get Right and Forest are alive. 2v4, this could be a tough task for anyone, even when Forest went so big before. That nade connecting onto Get Right, the bomb is ticking. I just don't see them being able to break through that one now.
No, they should save weapons, or at least try to get some exit frags. No way they can win this round from here, and they actually decided to save. I would prefer getting the exit kills right now and maybe forcing Virtus.pro to an eco later in the match.
Yeah, NiP Once again, just playing it safe, it seems. They don't want to make any risks at the moment. Obviously, they are up a massive amount of rounds, but you can see how seriously they're taking this. They're not going to throw away any moments. And, they could have probably gone for a couple of exit frags there, I can imagine. Maybe picking up a couple and just really putting the pressure on Virtus Pro. But I think, maybe they just thought, okay, let's play as safe as we can right now.
Yeah, we want to save that up, maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, Virtus Pro winning that A push. Maybe they will try to do it again. It actually looked very easy for them that round.
Yeah, well, obviously the execution worked out then. I thought Fiflaren being pushed up then might have actually stopped them, but he was dealt with very quickly, so obviously not paying off quite as they'd wanted, but nevertheless, 7-2 is that scoreline. Guardian, lovely connection onto Fiflaren, who had pushed up mid. So Virtus Pro with that upper hand now, going forward. Let's have a little look here. Actually, Angel dropping out the smokes and flashes, but I do believe it's a little bit of a decoy. As you can see, the vast amount of Virtus Pro are nowhere near the A site.
Yeah, they're going for a B push right there, and Freiburg's all alone at the B bomb site. The 3 CT players is far away from that, so it's all up to Freiburg right now.
Yeah, Freiburg, the one-man band. Let's see if he can somehow hold off against at least 3 members of Virtus Pro side. You can hear him calling it behind me as Kuch should get the frag though. So already just swarming across that B bomb site. 3 players now having to push across. Forrest with that up to hand. He saved it last round. Let's see if he can finally get some shots off with it. It's Fox to get one. It's not looking a great chance for them to retake this at all.
Impossible to run through those short points, especially when they're smoked, so probably going to see Forrest trying to save it.
Oh, wow, Forrest. That is just beautiful CS right now. You may not be able to get the round, but at least he makes it good on the way out. So Forrest and Get Right looking to try and stay alive more than anything. Fox and Guardian will obviously be alive for the other side. Unless Forrest does work again, finding Fox. It may not get in the round, but wow, even when they're losing rounds, they're working on the money situation. They're always, confident, hitting the shots, and Forrest, just what a bit of play.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, those 3 guys had Kevlar, AK, grenades, like 4k each. That's like 12k he just killed there and just walked away with it. So great play for Forrest right there, even though they didn't win the round.
Yeah, and that's the thing about CS. It's not just about the round in hand. Obviously, the money situations, especially when you're against NiP, or if you are NiP, they're so good with them. So it's going to be such a hard situation with Virtus Pro if things don't start going their way. Oh, Forrest again! I blinked and almost missed it. Taking down Guardian, the opposing AWP, but quickly Dozier replying. So back and forth we go, 4v4. Forrest looking for more though. You can see the flashes and smokes coming up, trying to just block out his vision, and he's the right player to try and cut out here. And those smokes are in place. Virtus Pro making their move. Not going to be having any luck there. Get Right stands tall on that bomb site towards A. Angel trying to push up. Get Right still pinned in, but he's caught a glimpse of enough. But he can't get the shot onto Fox, who's edging closer. Exists now pinned in. Gets 1, gets 2. Taking out Kucha and Fox. Can't get the 3rd. It's Angel to reply, leaving only once again Forrest and Freeberg standing. Oh, he can't do it this time. Freeberg and Angel 1v1.
Freiburg in a great position though.
Yeah, better positioning coming up big there, and you can hear these guys getting frustrated behind us. Virtus Pro wanted and needed that round then.
Yeah, for sure, and we actually heard them very upset, Virtus Pro, so great play from NiP. Anyways, nice try from Angel, but I mean, that entry frag from Forrest completely changed that round.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration with these guys. I think they've actually broken something right now. And obviously having to pick up whatever he's smashed off the desk in sheer frustration. And that's the thing when you play against NiP, they can literally force you to be so, it's literally sheer frustration with these guys, because they've been absolutely gamed out of money right now. The rounds they've had money have been so hard fought as well. Once they got the side, they got the bomb down, and then Forrest did that fantastic bit of play, retaking it. Every single time, it's never been easy for these guys. So you can see them push right to the edge. They're good to go again. Refocus up, try and keep their, obviously their cool, calm and collected nature with them, but right now I think they're going to be, pushed to their limits.
Yeah, maybe they're going to eco, even.
Wow.
All thanks to those 3 exit kills from Forrest previous round, so no, it looks like they decide to buy. I mean, 1 Galil I think they have, so it's not that low of a buy.
And I don't see a weapon with Fox actually. Maybe I'm going mad, but I don't see a main weapon with him, so...
Yeah, just P250,
Yeah, so as you said, they could have opted for just go for the complete pistol round there, but you know, deciding they want to go for this one. 8-3 is the scoreline. You can kind of see why. You said that if NiP get the win behind their sails, they can really start getting away with this. So here comes the push from Virtus Pro at least. Fox leading the way, checking his corners there, left, right and centre, but it's Exist to find the first, taking down Dozier. Dealing with Virtus Pro as they edge towards A. Fox tries to do work, but Exist follows up. Kucha finally gets into the action finding one, but it's not enough. He's quickly shut down. The revenge frags from NiP are sensational so far. If one person gets a kill onto their teammates, immediately they're down. It's fantastic so far, but Angel and Guardian, with 56 seconds, have to find 4 members or plant the bomb and somehow defend it off against them. So, pushing forward, Angel gets Get Right. Looking for more. Guardian trying to back him up.
Maybe they can pick this round.
Indeed, if Guardian can somehow take down, it must be Forest there with the AWP. It might have a chance, but we're going to have to see those flashes really slowing them down. 33 seconds now. Guardian looking for that shot. He knows where Forest is, but...
They should just wait for the plant now.
Yeah, that nade could have been wonderful. Look how damaged Fiflaren and Forest are, but Fiflaren does get the shot off there. Angel quickly comes back and Freebo finishes it off. And NiP just looking so good again that they barely seem scathed right now, and Virtus Pro cannot be taken lightly.
No, for sure, and they're just gliding through this game without any issues at all. It's just looking way too easy for NiP, and Exist has been the key for the last 3 rounds, I would say, just playing so great at the A bomb site, always getting 2 kills, It's so impressive.
Yeah, so Forrest is going to look for that opening shot, and he has got it onto Angel there, going to try and follow up. Not going to happen so easily. They are against a team with pistols, and Virtus Pro are dangerous. You cannot take these guys lightly. Fiflaren comes to help out, finding Guardian Exist again with the frag. So they're playing it careful enough, going always in pairs and comfortably dealing with an eco round there. You know, they're so good at it. It's unbelievable. It's literally textbook CS.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they lost like 2 players in the last 4 empty eco rounds, so just amazing play from NiP. They're playing the economy game so well right now.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing for NiP for me. They're always so good at it, and it's so hard to play against them. And, well, clearly Virtus Pro are feeling the strain of that right now. So let's see if maybe they can switch something up here. Still looking very similar to how they started out before, going for that mid-dominance. Fox pushing forward. Get Right does catch a glimpse, but he does catch a bullet to the brain as well. So Fox taking the early lead to Virtus Pro this time. So maybe they can start working this one out now.
It actually looked like they were going for a split here through the window room and the connector. I don't know who has the bomb actually. Is the bomb down somewhere?
It must be. I can't see it with a player. No, I think Guardians just come back and collected it. They did leave it further back, just in case that mid bit of aggression didn't work out. So you can hear them behind me, chatting away, trying to work out exactly where NiP are waiting for them. Fox in a great position, following up that initial shot on to Exist, taking 2 into this round. Now A looking viable for them now. You can literally, these guys are shouting by us, just trying to get themselves into this bomb site. Forest is still there, still dug in deep, creating the crossfire with Fiflaren, who takes down Kucha. As now the push comes in for Virtus Pro, but they've got to be careful. We already know where Fiflaren was. Forest was alive, but can't do the work this time, as now only Freeberg stands, and I don't think he's got a chance of getting back into this one now.
No, we're just going to go for the extra tries, forcing them to have a weaker buy at the last round. I mean, they have money for the next round, so he can go for it if he wants to. It really doesn't matter. Both teams will have money for the next round, so it kind of doesn't really matter what happens from here on out on this round.
Yeah, but matter or not, Freeberg does want to give us a show, apparently, picking up 3 already, and leaving only Angel alive. He's going to wait for that bomb to go off, and you can see that Angel is edging towards him. Let's see if he can get the last. Not going to happen, but he did obviously get, a good couple of frags, and makes himself feel good about that, obviously. So let's have a little listen into the Virtus Pro side on this last round as well. Let's see if we can get a little listen from the RaidCall features, hear exactly what they're saying.
They're completely quiet for some reason.
Флеш могу вам дать, не видел. Дал смог только сейчас. Сейчас дам флешку перейду.
Very slow round from...
Дал флеш. Перемычку смока нет, аккуратно. Он, наверное, зиг сейчас придет, Савик. Я перемычку чекаю.
So, very quiet compared to what we heard earlier with the throwing and slamming of just about everything down on the table. But...
Yeah, maybe they need to calm down a bit, I don't know.
That could be it. That could really be kind of getting them off their game. 10-4 is the scoreline. Finishing 10-5 wouldn't be awful. But we're going to have to find out if they can somehow do it in this round. So once again, pushing up mid, trying to feel out that an opening pick, not happening. I think NiP are literally just playing that now. They know what they like to start doing, and they're just playing around it.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, even if Virtus.pro managed to win this round, they're still down 10-5 on that map. That statistically is the most even map in CS, so it's going to be really, really tough.
Yeah, Virtus.pro clearly knowing the situation. Angel has caught a glimpse of one there. That's Get Right just seeing back by the CT spawners. Now here comes the push. Exists on the bomb site once again. It's so pivotal, picking up 2, denying the entrance so far. But finally, Kucha, the man who did get that ever important first round for Virtus.pro, does get the frag. 3v3 now.
Yeah, they have to get the bomb down right away before Freiburg can connect from the city spawn. He already gets
and he's
one.
just done it then. As you said it, he must have heard you as he found Guardian through the smoke, going back in for the spam again. Bomb now down though. Advantage to NiP, and Forest and Fiflaren make light work of the remains. Angel and Kucha do go down. Good halves are said, but I don't know if Virtus.pro are going to be feeling that's really a good half for them right now.
No way they're going to do that. So, I mean, if they win the pistol round and do a complete lockdown, they have some chance in this map. But versus NiP, I can't see that happening, I'm afraid. So, I think my first prediction was more right, with this more 16-5, 16-8 kind of score.
Yeah, you said it could happen, and well, NiP clearly out for revenge here. They want to stamp their authority onto this game and say, you know, we messed up before, but clearly we're never going to make that mistake again. And on this map, certainly not. 11-4. That's a daunting, you know, scoreline to come up against, especially for Virtus.pro, who've been playing so well so far. Mentally, this is going to be a massive round for them.
Yeah, for sure. And let's see if Exist can keep up the good game, always getting those so important weapon frags.
Yeah, so we are into the pistol right now. Kucha and Guardian getting the first 2. That is exactly what they need. Getting the third as well. It's a fantastic start for the Virtus.pro side. Get Right and Forest, the last 2 standing. Forest desperately tanked up, peering out as Guardian will claim the head off of his shoulders. Get Right tries to get 1. Can't follow up with the second as Guardian does keep a chance here for Virtus.pro, because, well, if obviously NiP picked that up, you'd expect the rounds off the back. They're so good with money. As you said, they barely lost a member on the ecos. That would almost been game over for Virtus.pro already this early on in this map. So hopefully this could be the changing point.
Yeah, exactly. Like Virtus.pro had to win that round to have a chance. I mean, it's still looking heavily in favor of NiP, but now Virtus.pro have a little chance.
What a wonderful way to kick things off, actually just demolishing the NiP side on the way through mid, already picking up the hat-trick now. It's just going to leave Fox to mop up the rest, but that is one way to deal with NiP.
A flawless round for Virtus.pro, so I think they're really happy with that one. Yeah. Maybe, let's hope they can get 2 flawless rounds in a row, so NiP won't force them to eco as they did the last half.
Let's see if they can do it. Virtus.pro, the pressure is all on you right now. This is pretty much your game to win or lose at this moment. NiP are looking consistent, they're looking strong, they're playing well. But the Virtus.pro are showing that little bit of class that we know they have. Guardian, fantastic positioning, working his way up through those vents. Guardian does get the first on to Exist, looking back for more, but NiP applying the pressure now. Pouring through towards the bomb site. Guardian has to sit back. I don't think NiP are going to be leaping forward too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon as Fiflaren somehow gets the head off the shoulders of Fox. God knows how, as now Guardian will finally fall. But this is not what Virtus.pro want to be seeing now, as Freiburg does pick up that AWP fire, taking down Dozier, as they do have the advantage here. And this is just not what Virtus.pro wanted to see at this moment. Oh my God. Virtus.pro, what have you just done? They've just allowed NiP back into this early on.
This doesn't make any sense. This is the Virtus.pro we're used to see. Like, why would you even buy an AWP when you know they're going to eco? It doesn't make any sense at all. First of all, it's a bad weapon versus ecos. And then you have the risk of giving them an AWP. And it's expensive. So, like, I cannot believe, how could they, did they forget that they didn't get the plant on the second round? That was a very, very weird decision from Guardian.
Yeah, maybe the pressure is actually getting to these guys, because you'd think Guardian of, you know, back in the day would never make mistakes like that, and giving away weapons to a team that are so good at, you know, the money system. It's so dangerous, it's unbelievable. So maybe Virtus.pro have kind of made their bed right now, but let's see if NiP can take this one even further away from them. Exist follows up the first frag. It was Kucha to try and stop them, but Exist, lovely hat-trick, taking down and absolutely dismantling Virtus.pro as he literally is just engulfing this bomb site right now. And NiP, so good, the smokes are in place, the flashes are there, completely showing them off, and now Virtus.pro have to retake this site.
Yeah, and Virtus Pro, I mean, they have to go for it, and Get Right is behind, so... Oh, he actually misses a shot there.
Yeah, but he won't miss a second time. Fox, though, does find Get Right, but now Fox 1v2 after plant situation. I just don't see them letting this one go. NiP already switching that pace around, so they've got to be feeling confident. They're not a team I'd like to take lightly right now. Fox.
Yeah, he has to say.
Yeah, no chance here. They're literally playing that so nicely to the time. And I cannot believe Virtus Pro have done this now.
Yeah, that lost a Glock eco, that was pretty much game over on this map. I mean, NiP has played really, really good, but that was just simply a bad mistake from Virtus Pro. Like, it's not the way it's supposed to happen. Giving away an AWP like that, and Freiburg getting 2 kills with that AWP as well, so...
And that's the thing, in tournaments like this, at moments like this, you can't make mistakes like that, because we've just seen it here, this whole game has near on just flown down the hill away from Virtus Pro because of one single moment. That's a massive stack towards A though. Do you reckon they try to pull something off here, leaving only Fox by B?
Yeah, they're actually having an eco right now, so I think that's why they're taking that risk. I mean, there's not much they can do. They have to eco, that will mean that NiP will have 14 rounds to 6.
Yeah, and Get Right kind of knew what was going on then with a little to no presence on anywhere else. You can hear Angel slamming down that mouse in frustration that their plans are being foiled by Get Right as he's just dancing around spawn. Gets the second. Fox, the only one to do any sort of damage for Virtus Pro, but, well, it's not looking good. So the initial kind of idea of the stack just not paying off at all. You have NiP just reading it like a book.
Yeah, for sure. They knew that they were forced to have an eco, and they knew that Fox had a gun, so they just played methodically. Just by the book, so to say.
So it's pretty much all on Fox right now. He has found Forest as they have tried to make their way up towards the B-bomb site through mid. Sending NiP a little bit further back now. So.
Freiburg may actually go down now.
Yeah.
There's 2 city players at B, and the Freiburg's there all alone.
Yeah, Freiburg is going to have to do something pretty magical here. He's in a dangerous position, and as you said, Dozier has been able to find the frag, and that's very un-IP-like to go individually and not going, as their usual kind of doubles or triples.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they're feeling the pressure of the time because they only have 10 seconds left and the bomb has to go down. I actually think Virtus Pro will be able to win this round because 5 seconds left and they can just back up. Yeah, Fox can just back up. Oh, I was just about to say, what are you doing, Fox? You should not attack. And now suddenly Virtus Pro won that round, which looked like an eco round from Virtus, and NiP had like a 2-man advantage. It feels like NiP maybe played too confident there, or they played too confident there, I would say.
Yeah, indeed. Get Right did get a good couple of frags, but it wasn't enough for that one. And Virtus Pro cannot be taken too lightly. You can't even blink blast. So we're going to have to see if now this could be the turning point for Virtus Pro. Maybe that's what they needed to kind of pick themselves back up into this and kind of bring back the chance that, guys, this is not over yet. This is not a done deal. We can still pull this one around. But NiP, one of those sides that are always so consistent. It's hard to play against them. But smokes and flashes now being put down. Once again, just completely locking off any area Virtus Pro could be in further back. So Freiburg assuming where they'll be, but it wasn't enough. Farron has found Dozier. Dozier follows up onto a second onto Freiburg. And a third onto Exist. Dozier right now on the almost hat-trick there. We've got it. No, he actually didn't. It was Angel coming in and Guardian finally. Nice crossfire set up there by them.
Yeah, for sure. And the very, very strange first half. NiP just simply walked up onto that aim bomb site, making it way too easy for Virtus Pro. And that round and then 2 eco wins earlier this half. It's like the game we called it yesterday. It's
a bit
very
backwards.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of strange Counter-Strike, but still some great individual performances.
Yeah, indeed. So NiP will only have those pistols beside them. Guardian enjoying that fact there, taking down Viv Flaren very easily. And Freiburg pushing up. I'd see this one just kind of being out of the way now for NiP. They want to get the guns back and just get underway.
Yeah, at least one flawless eco now, no eco Glock win for NiP, and Virtus Pro actually racking up 3 rounds in a row convincingly, which means they have a lot of cash right now, so they're actually in quite a firm position.
Yeah, and Exist got the brain, Get Right got the aim. I see that almost rhymes, I like that. But nevertheless, 13-9 is that scoreline. Virtus Pro bringing this back slowly but surely. The play they're bringing out has been very impressive. So we're going to have to see if they can somehow keep up with this. But NiP look like they're going for a bit more of a kind of set, not a set strat, but they look more like they're kind of working as a team. They sound pretty pumped up behind us. Making their way through mid now. Exist leading the way. Smokes once again pushing the Virtus Pro guys back. Forest has found Angel, so that's already alleviated some of the pressure from mid. No connection there from Guardian either. Fox now cottoning on to what's happening here. Fox though goes in. Exist, nice shot onto Fox. And now Guardian has to be such a pivotal player right now. Does get the first. 3 more to find though on this bomb site. Laying off a couple of shots. Kucha is pushing forward. He's going to back off the bomb now, down and ticking. How are they going to get back into this site?
I don't think they're not going to do it. I actually think they should go for exit frags right now. I mean, they have money for another buy. So let's say they manage to kill the guys escaping from B, win the next round, force NiP to another eco. That would be the best choice in my book, but looks like they're just going for the standard save.
Yeah, indeed. So playing this one safe, NiP will get this round. So 14-9 will be the scoreline. They'll be 1 round away from that rather stressful map point, and we've seen what can happen to Virtus Pro when they do get pushed to their limits. They do start kind of crumbling a little bit, and they do let it almost snowball away from them, but it's nice to see them kind of picking things back up. What's it going to take for them to really get back into this and start putting the pressure onto NiP?
They have to force them to another eco, because then they will probably get maybe a flawless win on that eco, which means they will have money for the rest of the half. So maybe if they win this round, the NiP will have an eco. So let's say if Virtus Pro win the next 2 weapon rounds, they have a great chance. So they have to string the rounds together.
Yeah, so you can see NiP once again peeping 3 players towards mid. The smoke's in the way. Angel not being able to see a great deal through there, so he's just going to lift a couple of shots, hope to get a connection, but Exist pushing up, knocking him down to only 2 HP, as here comes NiP. Exist opens up nicely onto Angel, taking away some of that initial threat. Freeberg pushing up as well. This is a lovely play coming out of them. Freeberg following up the first with the second. The frustration from the Virtus Pro camp is literally palpable right now, as Guardian finally does some work for the side, now in a 2v3. Guardian pushing around to that CT spawn. Smokes have limited his view though. Laying off some shots, hoping to get an easy shot, and that's exactly what they needed.
So lucky by Guardian right there, and so important precisely before Force was going to get that bomb down.
Yeah, so that really has switched this situation over. Guardian looking to follow up his frags so far, already going 2. Exist and for Flaren to go. Fox has caught a glimpse of Flaren there, and he has got the shot off, so only Exist now stands, but Exist has been the man of the moment so far, so we're going to have to see if he can go massive for his side. Bomb now down. Virtus Pro have a bit of a time limit to what they can do this time. Oh, Guardian, perfect positioning, held in place by Fox. Guardian went all the way around, and that is what we wanted to see.
I think we should listen to what NiP has to say right now, because it can't be happening with Guardian's smoke shot there.
Ja, men jag försökte söka av. Vill ni köra långrundan eller? Jag ska köra slow. Jag vill inte köra långrundan, jag kör slow. Alltså.
Kan ni smoka vanligt?
Ja.
Ja, random. Nu testar jag gå in och smoka mitt alltså. Om ni bara står och skjuter lite sånt uppe mitt. Lägg smoke, sen ska jag försöka ta mig in längt direkt.
Yeah, I think I even heard the word smoke thrown around a couple of times there, so clearly frustrated by the way that went down. So maybe Guardians kind of offset that cool, calm, collected nature of NiP. We might see them having to really start muscling their way forward, and Forest is doing just that. Getting the first, getting the second! Oh my god, Forest, and the hat-trick! Wow! This man has literally just seen like a red rag to the ball. He's literally gone, okay, I didn't really like that last round. Let me just annihilate the complete opposition myself. So only Angel and Fox now alive. And that is a fantastic set of events we've just witnessed. You know, people say Forrest is a fantastic player, and I think we've just seen why. This man is an absolute beast. So we do see NiP now on the hunt. Forrest getting his 4th now. This man is literally muscling his way through. Can't get the last, but Exist will. And wow, I think even Heden's a little bit impressed with that one. He's like, yeah, that, you know, I taught him everything. I taught him everything he knows.
And I mean, there's nothing to analyze about that round.
Just wow.
Yeah. Everybody can just watch and enjoy the show. I have no comments about that round.
Yeah, I think that was just sheerly the ability of Forest in a nutshell. That was fantastic. Wow. What a bit of play coming out. So we do see the scoreline of 15-10, and what a way to take us to map point here. NiP almost on the verge of taking this one in the first map. So we have to see if Guardian can once again dig deep, somehow get those connections through the smoke. But where are we seeing the NiP guys looking towards now?
It looks like they're going for a standard A push. As we see, gets right, still in the T spawn, which is a tell that they're probably going to wait a while before they attack. And just as I say that, they're attacking right away. commentator curse, perhaps.
Exactly that. They want to make you seem like you know absolutely nothing, but Kucha does know exactly where Freeberg was there. Looking for a second, can't get it for Flaren. Going way too strong now, flying the head off his shoulders, and following up a great second shot for V3. This is not going well for Virtus Pro. This could be the absolute demise of them right now. Completely out of the hands of Flaren and Exist as they've muscled their way in towards the A-bomb site, leaving only Fox and Guardian standing. And Guardian has once again going to have to go big in this round, but it looks near on impossible. And that bomb now down is not going to help the situation. That nade a second too late, but 2v3. Fox has spotted for Flaren. Guardian popping up on the box, looking across. Oh, Fox finding Forest as well. This is 2 already for him. Fox gets the third, and Guardian's there, retaining some sort of hope for the Virtus Pro side. 15 to, well, wow, 15 to 11. If they want to do a comeback, now is the time. They've got to start bringing it back, and that was a lovely bit of play.
Yeah, for sure, and they actually killed my prediction there, 16 to 10, so I was quite upset, but great retake there for Virtus Pro. Kind of feel, though, that NiP thought they had it in the bag right there, so they kind of just relaxed, like, oh, we're going to win, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you certainly cannot take Virtus Pro too lightly. We've seen Guardian already individually being incredible, and we've just seen it again with him and Fox, so certainly a wake-up call for NiP, even though they looked so fantastic in their last round, well, the round prior. And now we're going to have to see how this one goes. So, Guardian nailed off a couple of shots in mid. Might have actually tagged up Freeberg there, which could be a bit of an issue. He's going to have to now back off, wait for a re-challenge.
And yeah, probably going to see Dozy here getting a frag pretty soon, I think. It looks like Exist and Forest are going for their standard window room boost. Forest is already inside the window room, actually, and there's nobody there to spot him, so don't know really what Virtus Pro is doing. Fox is looking towards that window room, so this is kind of a super weird defensive setup here from Virtus.
Yeah, and Guardian, once again, the man who's been so good throughout this, as well as Fox, obviously, for the Virtus Pro side, does get that opening shot onto Exist. So, early advantage already, but Forrest has somehow made his way through. How the hell has he got here?
Yeah, as I said, they boosted him up in the window room, and nobody from Virtus Pro covered. And first it seemed like they were looking towards the room because they knew that someone could be up there, but now it's like they completely forgot about it. And no. Oh.
And again, Forrest, perfect positioning, somehow makes his way around, gets one, gets two. How did Dozier not caught on exactly where he was? Looking for the third. It's Freeberg who'll get onto Angel, and there's his third frag onto Kucha. Beautiful play to secure that one. And wow, NiP, you're showing some real class right now, as now Fox is the only man standing, and there we have it. Look at that. I think, you know, Forrest right now, everyone kind of questions why everyone goes on about him, but I think it's proven exactly why. 2 rounds he is literally just made happen for NiP then.
Yeah, astonishing play from Forrest right there. However, it's kind of confusing that Virtus Pro will let that happen. Like, they have to know about the possibility, and we could actually see the Author he killed first turning around, because it was like he was realizing, wait a second, we haven't spotted the window room, turned around, and Forrest was already standing there. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, Guardian, you know, pushed up. He got the opening pick through that connection, you know, obviously through connector. So you'd have thought it might have, you know, tweaked them. Wait, guys, we have no one watching this. And, you know, it's impressive to see someone like Forrest just pick it up so quickly and go, okay, I know they're not watching this. Let's work with it. Let's run with that right now. And I love seeing that coming out. It's just such smart play. And NiP, once again, looking so dominant. I don't know what to say. You know, I thought Virtus Pro would be, you know, maybe a little bit stronger. They won some fantastic rounds. But, you know, NiP once again, just even individually then, just moment by moment, just incredible. Exist as well, you mentioned earlier, he literally just locked down the bomb site then.
Yeah, always getting 2 frags at the aim bomb site, so great play from him, great play by Forrest, and NiP just looking dominant.
Yeah, so we have had the first map here between NiP and the Virtus Pro side. NiP looking obscenely strong, obviously Forrest leading the way for them. But let's have a little listen to your thoughts so far, and I'm sure Melly, our lovely social media lady, can kind of give us an idea how that's going down.
Thank you, Pansy. Well, I'm not alone here. With me is Uli, and Uli is our expert for RaidCall. And he wanted to show us some features of RaidCall, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's our title sponsor for the EMS1, so we're really thankful that they're investing money here and that we can provide this great tournament.
Thank you, of course. And, well, Uli, the simplest question is, why should I use RaidCall as a gamer?
Right, so I mean, it's a team communication tool. So it offers lots of ways to communicate with your friends, either during a game or outside of the game. And there's no need to set up any servers or anything like that. So you just download RaidCall and then you can get going right away. No need to set up anything, no need to get any servers, enter any IPs. It's just go into RaidCall and then you can start immediately.
So it's free.
Yes.
It's fast. And how many people?
It's very easy to use also.
Okay, perfect. Then let's have a look on RaidCall itself. So if you log in into the client, you're getting this view. What do we have here?
Right, so I mean, this is basically the main screen after you've registered an account, and you can see lots of things. On the right side there, you can see what's going on today. For example, EMS1 CS Grand Finals, that's us. We are watching this at the moment. There's all sorts of other groups that you can look at. There's your own groups, and then you can search for groups. Because groups is more or less what RaidCall uses to organize the users. So we have one group, you create several channels in it for different games. So you can either group for your team or a group centered around a certain game. It's really up to you.
So okay, you were talking about your own group. How about showing us how to set up your own group?
Yeah, it's also really easy. I mean, there's a button in the lower left corner. You can click on Create My Group. There's the type of thing that you want your group associated with. Well, we say it's a game. There's lots of games you can choose. You can also choose these, like for example, there's Counter-Strike, different versions of it. Of course, 1.6, Counter-Strike Go, and then so we select this group. And then you can also select more games. If you want your group to be about the other EMS1 game, for example, you can also select Dota 2, whatever you want to, and then click on Next. You choose a name for the group and a group objective, and then click Create, and that's it. That's like your own server in TeamSpeak, for example.
Okay, how many slots do I have in this group?
It's unlimited, more or less. I mean, I think there's a limit of like 10,000, but well, if you have that many friends, then yeah. Anyway, I mean, it's really there's barely a limit to how many people can be in a group.
Okay, and what other features do we have? For example, our channel.
Right.
It's 1997, the year in which DSL was founded. We can simply join by just...
Yeah, I mean, you can enter 197 on the left side, but we're also featured on the main page today, so we'll just go here and say, okay, watch now, then we're joining the channel. And this is, for example, where we have the stream embedded, which is one of the features. I mean, you can, if you have created your own group, you have a couple of friends who you want to watch the stream with, you can just, in that channel embed the stream, then everybody can watch the same stream. For example, the EMS1 CS Finals, and then you can talk with your friends about what's going on. This is always better to watch with someone else than by yourself, right? So you can chat, you can talk, it's really easy. And if you want to chat with someone, I mean, you've had that several times, right? There's Q&As with programmers, everything is going on here. So that's a good way to get involved. And this is now, this Inception is RaidCall on the stream embedded in RaidCall. Yeah. Anyway, so.
It's like Inception. Yeah, exactly. We're right here in this group. If you create your own group and send us your ID, there might be a chance me visiting your group. So go on, text me your group ID via Twitter or Facebook, whatever you like. And well, it seems very interesting. You people should download it definitely and have a quick look yourself and open your own groups. And Uli, thank you very much. It's really interesting. I will stay in the RaidCall chat and have a chat with you. So everybody come and have a good time with us. So we're enjoying the matches so far. And after a short break, we will be back. So don't go away.
And we're back, coming to you live from Cologne, Germany. This is the RaidCall EMS1 Finals, Day 2. We are watching as the teams narrow it down. 8 became 4, 4 became 2. So we're looking at who's going to be there meeting in the finals. And of course, I'm joined by Jonathan. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm really fine.
Do you have a preference for who you see winning now?
In this match, it's definitely going to be NiP, I think, because they were just playing exceptionally well in this first map. We have seen Forest doing some amazing action, and then there were misunderstandings in the other team, in Virtus.pro, and so there is no way that they are going to win even a second map.
Wow. Bold words right there, but thank you, Jonathan.
That will be right.
Thank you, Jonathan, for your insight. I see a future in casting for you, but for now, let's go over to the guys who are going to be casting now. That's going to be taking it away with the always lovely Pansy and Threat. Over to you guys. Looking forward to this one.
Thank you very much, Sean, and obviously welcome back, guys. Obviously, we did see a fantastic first map. I think we can rename that map to Forest, basically, and just leave it like that, because he pretty much did just destroy everyone on it. 2 rounds in a row, almost. You know, what a fantastic way to start things off between these two. Clearly having a point to prove, but there will be a second map, so it will be Dust 2 we will be seeing. I think we're going to be going live in for the knife almost immediately, so these guys want to get underway, get this going, and not mess around at all. You know, obviously the NiP guys do have that momentum behind them now, and on this map, how do you think this is going to go down?
I think actually the knife round is quite important, because I think Virtus Pro, they need to have a lot of momentum if they want to beat NiP, and as CT on this map, I have a very hard time seeing them stringing rounds together, so I really hope Virtus Pro can manage to win this knife round.
Let's sort of listen to NiP, see if they're taking this one seriously.
Nice.
Kör då.
Ja.
Alla vet att jag skicka.
Ja.
Kan du bara snabbt...
So they're going to be going for that T side here, and is that a regular choice for them, do you think, or is that a little bit out of the, out of the blue?
That's a regular choice for any team on Dust 2. I would say it's an easier, it's a T-sided map,
yep.
So it's a very easy choice for them, and very badly from Virtus Pro, because I feel like Virtus Pro need a good start and they need to string rounds together, and CT on Dust 2 versus NiP, not going to be an easy task. If they would have started T, it's doable, but a CT, very, very much harder.
Yeah, and NiP on this map are absolutely beasties, so it's going to be hard for them. NiP did this map against this team, 16-9, so obviously they know exactly what they're up against. They know it's not going to be easy, but these guys are certainly capable of doing it, so quite passive play so far.
Yeah, for sure, and NiP just looking for Virtus Pro to make any mistakes, going too aggressive, but it looks like Virtus Pro have a certain setup and they're not going to do anything stupid. Though it looks like Guardian Kucher is going aggressive in the dark hallways here, trying to get some information.
Yeah, and they might be met with exit. Oh, he's already spotted one. Oh, lovely shot back to him, though. Only 5 HP. Wow. I'm not sure that's Kucher or Guardian who got that one off, but that clearly has set something in motion now, as NiP have to find a response and start getting their, well, get themselves towards a bomb site here.
And they really must attack A now, because they know that Virtus Pro know they're
Guardian
going to attack.
all the way around the back, already catching against the Flaren as well. So 2 of the NiP guys are desperately damaged very early on, and I think that obviously Virtus Pro knew the sort of pace they were going to go for here, and they've made their move.
Yeah, but look at this, as they're actually boxing in Guardian, knowing that they can split them from both Dark Holes and T-Spawn. But now they decide to go in towards B.
Yeah, so Kucher has got the first set on to exist, but Forest is on the site now, and they haven't really noticed, but now they will. Forest with the double, taking down Fox and Kucher as they try to make their way into B. Guardian still trying to do some work here for Virtus Pro, but it's not looking good unless they did that damage and took down Forest. So 2v3. Dozier follows up, frustration all around. You can hear the Despian slam, but Get Right still standing. Gets one, looking for the second, and he's got it, but he can't get the third. Forest and Get Right, the kings of CSGO, almost pulling that off somehow. But what a bit of tactical play going on from both sides then.
Yeah, great play from both teams there. I would say Guardian was the hero of that round, damaging them so early. Because he damaged them, he forced them to rotate back towards T-Spawn and call for his teammates, which it took way too long time for NiP. I mean, Virtus Pro knew exactly where NiP was the entire round.
Yeah, exactly that. And you can even see on your screens, the usual trend of events, especially with pistol rounds, with the likes of Get Right and Forest on your side. You can be so strong, but they seem to be making a bit of a fast push now towards the A site, and it's Fox to find 2 already. Just culling that attack back down to size, only exists to really do anything so far, as now Forest is the last man standing, and Fox will get in the bag. And this is what Virtus Pro needed. They needed to get that pistol round.
Yeah, for sure, and they only lost 1 player this eco round. NiP didn't get it planned, so they're forced to yet another eco, which means I really hope Virtus Pro would get the flawless this round, because NiP going for the cheap buy here. This is interesting.
Okay, so they didn't want to give anything easy to Virtus.pro here. They've gone on that early investment, as you said. Bit of an exchange happening between Fiflaren and Angel, but it's Gerite to get the first onto Dozio. This is not looking good. Gerite already going through towards A. He's going to look for a second, gets a little bit of a spray down. He does get the shot onto Fox. And now Angel is desperately tanked up, going to have to try and do something and get right. With 3 already, left with only 4 HP, but it's enough to take down almost all of Virtus.pro on his own. As now they're just going to push towards A. Guardian has to take some damage down, but he's got Freeberg, Kucha onto Exist. They still have a chance here to bring this back. The NiP are desperately tagged up. They are so damaged. Can they somehow control this? No, Forest. Wow,
1 HP.
This is unbelievable.
If Guardian would have known he had 1 HP, he would have played that completely differently.
Dear God. And Virtus.pro now have almost lost that nice bit of a start they had here. 1v3. Get right for Flaren. And Forest still standing. Exactly, it's possible. The bomb is down and ticking. He's got 4 and 1 HP. This is... Oh my God, somehow Get Right and Forest do it again. 3 frags for Get Right, 2 for Forest, and they turn it early. Virtus.pro were completely left then. That was unbelievable.
Forced with 2 frags with 1 HP. It's he's playing so amazing right now, and yeah, Virtus.pro forced to an eco.
Wow. I don't even know what to say anymore. and I certainly should do, but just incredible turn of events.
Yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if NiP win this flawlessly, and once again they are in the control of the economy.
Yeah, this is just so them all over, being able to spin a game on its head so quickly and then just bring it back to their favor. Most teams would have played it out, as standard. This isn't, just an average game. This is to go and, face off, a team in the finals here, But these guys are still doing what they do best. So, 5v4 situation now. NiP putting all their eggs in one basket at the moment, making the way up short. It is Fox to receive, but only has a pistol, so this should be light work for NiP. Freeberg and Get Right doing just that, making light work of Fox and Angel. Bomb will be going down, but now we're going to have to wait for Virtus.pro to make their way around. Guardian and Kucha are going to have to look for something to do here. Going to have to try and get some exit frags. Well, he's got one. I was going to say it wasn't coming easily then, but Get Right does go down to the pistol work of Guardian. Quickly avenged by Freeberg though. There's now only Kucha stands. And he's not going to get anything. So another very good round for them. They got the bomb down. They only lost 1 member. And, NiP just so strong. So strong.
Yeah, for sure. And this is one of the big reasons NiP has such an easy time versus Virtus right now. Because they never lose a lot of men on their ecos. Or anti-ecos.
No.
And people usually underestimate how important that is. And Virtus.pro, of course, with a buy round now. So let's hope they can string some rounds together and make a match out of this.
They're going to have to start doing it quickly. As you saw before, when the money situation just gets away from anyone against NiP, it literally can just snowball so much. So NiP taking their time. They know what they're up against. They're playing it carefully. There's no need to go too aggressive yet, but I want to see what they do now.
Yeah, Guardian hoping to get that early pick there in middle. Didn't manage quite to hit that shot before the smoke went down, but still a 5v5.
Yeah, Freeberg has pushed up now with that smoke in his way. Well, not in his way, but more locking off the opposition, so he can't be picked out too easily. He's got a little bit more freedom around mid just to spray down those doors, try and get a little bit of damage dealt, but not really happening right now. Virtus.pro just sitting back, and this might be the right thing just to allow a little bit of control to NiP, but hopefully they can kind of deal with them when they do make their push, because, 40 seconds on the board, Exist, and Co smoking through, Freeberg pushing forward, Freeberg now come around the corner, it's Angel to meet him, Angel has got the frag, but Forest opens up, Fiflaren follows onto Guardian, and B is almost looking like it's NiP's right now, if they can just manage to take down Kucha, and they have. So now B is in full control of NiP, the bomb will go down, as only Fox now stands.
I can't believe this, they actually went for a B split, and there were 3 guys there, and NiP still manages to win the right round somehow. It just looks way too easy for them right now. But look at this, Fiflaren only with 11 HP. If actually Fox can get him down. Oh, Sketchrise is too fast from behind.
Wow. Yeah, once again, NiP just very confident. As you said, they had 3 members of Virtus.pro in there. And they still somehow managed to pull the attention from all of them and just work around it. That was just NiP are looking so good. I would be worried if I was in the finals up against these guys. If they do win this game, I'd be pretty damn worried right now because these guys, they didn't look weak before. I think that they looked beatable for a little while. Right now, they look like NiP when they first started to win just about everything. So I'd be pretty much shaking my boots if I was in the final against these guys. And Dozier's feeling the pain of that, as Geralt will get that opening shot off. But we do only have pistols now in the hands of Virtus Pro. And what can Virtus Pro do pretty much in this situation? Obviously they are just on the eco, but overall, how can you just throw off NiPs once they start building that momentum?
I mean, it's so hard to say. I mean, if there are 3 guys at the position they're attacking, they're obviously stacking the right spot. And if that's still not enough, it's you're basically out of options. So, well, hit more shots and string rounds together, as I said in the last map. It's the most important part.
Yeah, you did say this was going to all come down to that individual aim, you know, the individual play almost on those one-on-one little battles that do occur. And, well, watching Forest so far, watching Exist, Geralt, I think all of them have kind of shown that real class that NiP are just running away with. So, 4-2 is the scoreline here in the second map, which is Dust 2 with Virtus Pro not looking too comfortable. But we're going to have to see if they can find a reply to the NiP side. As you said, they've just got to win those one-on-ones. Even when they stack sides, they've got to win the situations, and they're just not doing it right now.
No, I mean, NiP walking into a Virtus Pro trap, and NiP still wins the round in a favorable fashion. It's so weird right now. I feel like Virtus Pro just need to step up their individual play.
Yeah, maybe feeling the pressure a bit much so far, but we're going to have to see if they can somehow pull something out of the bag here. As NiP looking once again very comfortable. Smoke down in mid. It's Freeberg pushed up this time, laying down some fire towards those double doors. Guardian trying to spam through. Nothing really coming of it though. So Freeberg now up towards short. But no one really being too definite on the push yet. NiP are happy playing the time at the moment though. 1 minute on the board. It's going to be Angel to receive if they do go up short. He's probably going to drop down.
Yeah, just going for the early peek, just backing down if he sees someone.
Flash just making his way over, so it might give away just where maybe one of the players for NiP is, but you know, obviously Virtus Pro aren't going to just buy into that completely. Freeberg now pushing forward. So as we said, Angel will drop down. No one really making a move just as of yet. NiP literally playing this clock quite some way. 30 seconds left. They've got to start making the move. That smoke is now in mid, allowing them to push through, but Guardian was waiting. Found Exist as they started to edge closer. Now Dozier has to find them. He's found one, but he didn't expect Fiflaren to be there so quickly. And Fiflaren does get the better of him now, looking towards A. Geralt trying to make his way up long, gets denied by Fox, who's now repositioned in pit, and this is going to literally pin in Fiflaren. Bomb down and taking. Forest and Fiflaren have to somehow find this. It's all with Fiflaren, and they can't do it. And literally that, you know, that shot on long where they took down Geralt just completely unfolded the plans of NiP, and I think Virtus Pro actually worked that one pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. They hit the shots, and it not only did they win it, they won it pretty big actually. Only Dosia going down, so they're really happy with that one, I would say, and putting some pressure economy on NiP.
We're going to have to find out how they managed to deal with that one. So 3-4 is that scoreline. Still in favour to NiP, but we did see that round just a second ago, switching it around and showing that Virtus Pro can really compete here. But we're going to have to see if this keeps following up. It's not just a matter of one round, and obviously NiP still looking very strong at the moment. So going forward, a little bit slower play coming out.
Let's see what Angel can do here.
Yeah.
Short.
He's in a great position. Then again, once that smoke dissipates, he could be in trouble. Another little smoke comes down.
And they will just play the waiting game. Just wait for that smoke to fade out.
He's had to make his presence
through the
known.
smoke. Come on.
And yeah, Forest getting the luck this time. Maybe kind of rubbing a little bit of salt into it after Guardian did get that lovely shot on, you know, obviously the previous map through the smoke. So a little bit of an exchange there. Does come out in favour to NiP this time. 5 against 4 now. 50 seconds on that board, and Guardian playing very passive in mid. Waiting for the push up, and he's found it there, finding Freeberg, denying an easy way through mid. As now Fox has to face off against 3, finds the first. Nice early entrance towards Exist. NiP now he gets the second onto Forest, but Fiflaren finally takes him down, but Dozier can't get the shot so easily. Now Fiflaren and Geralt are the last 2 standing. Well, they expect, but Geralt is no. Last time he pushed up long, now switching up to short. Does catch Guardian, but the bomb is now down and ticking, so Kucha and Dozier somehow have to retake this bomb site.
A very strange decision from Guardian there. Didn't wait for his teammate, just trying to push us by himself with that op. Didn't pay off at all, and now suddenly this round looks in favor of NiP.
But here comes Dozier. Kucha goes down, and Fiflaren finds both. 5-3 is the scoreline. But you can see NiP are now having to fight for these rounds a little bit more. The pressure is adding up. Virtus.pro is slowly cutting onto it. But you said a weird decision from Guardian then to go in on that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if he just would have waited for his teammate, they could have attacked from short, siege and spawn, and long at the same time. Instead, he decided to like walk up with that AWP, knowing that Getright easily could have picked him from the side, which he did. It's a very strange decision.
Wow, early opening shot from Exist there, finding Kucha. So, Virtus.pro trying to push up into those lower B tunnels. Really not working out this time. And then the impatience is not going to work with them at all. NiP can happily play to this as well. So, those here backing up on short. We do see a FAMAS there, an M4, and then a couple of pistols. It's a very strange sort of mixed buy out of these guys.
Yeah, and it looks like the bomb is going back in C-spawn towards B, and the Angel is going aggressive. It actually managed to get Exist there. I really thought Exist would win that duel.
Yeah, indeed. Angel did didn't even have the drop on him, but nevertheless Guardians followed suit as well onto Forest through those double doors in mid. So working away at the opposition, giving the advantage finally to the CT side here. Taken further away again by Guardian. Such a pivotal player for this side so far. Even on the last map, he was so important to them. But you still have Fiflaren and Getright alive, and these two, they can do work, and Fiflaren's doing just that. Taking down Angel, the one man who was by B. Now Getright pushing forward. Guardian is trying to keep eyes on that cross.
They need to go one through dark now. That's what's exactly what Dozier is doing. Actually going 2 through dark. It's no, the Fox going back in middle now.
Yeah, indeed. I was kind of curious because Guardian only does have that 13 HP with him. Flashes coming over. Fiflaren tucked into the corner. Getright by the car. Let's see if this crossfire pays off for them. Getright to get a glimpse. He does take down Fox, and then he follows up the second and the third. Getright again. Literally 1v3 then. His teammate fell, and how did he hold on to that himself?
I don't know. I mean, the first mistake Virtus.pro did there was Angel trying to take a duel versus Fiflaren in dark hallways. What should have done is just buy more time so they could have rotated towards him. But still, like, when Getright plays like that, it's not much you can do.
Yeah, indeed, and it almost seems like the unstoppable force of NiP is returning right now. Let's see if they can stick with it. And obviously Virtus.pro only having pistols beside them. A little bit of a beast stack. Might catch Fiflaren off, and it has. Kucha comes up best, taking down the first. Freebird quickly avenges, but Guardians there getting 2. But Forest quickly stamping their authority, but the damage is being done, leaving only 2 standing for NiP. This could be the turn of events that Virtus.pro desperately need in this game. Getright does find Fox. So only Dozier stands up against Forest and Getright though. But this isn't a bad round though so far for Virtus.pro. They've done a lot of damage here towards the NiP side.
Yeah, I mean, even if they lose this round, they should still be happy with getting 3 frags on an eco round versus getting 3 frags on an eco round, because they cannot let the NiP run away with those flawless anti-eco rounds.
Exactly that. So Dozier now walking his way through the CT spawn, just being cautious. He knows that the opposition do have the weapon still. He's only just picked up this AK, so going to edge closer. Caught a glimpse, but Getright that round. Very strong again. 3 frags there, and does get the bomb down, does get the kill eventually, but Virtus.pro did the work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they should be quite happy with that eco round. Still, however, they need to rack up some more rounds on the board in this half, or else they're going to lose the semifinal.
Oh wow, and Getright with the auto sniper straight through the double doors, takes out Angel, and that is just, it's the worst way to start things off for Virtus.pro, already getting picked off without even having a chance to peek back at them. And you know, Angel being down, he's been such an important member for the Virtus.pro side, so this is going to be an even tougher task. 5v4 very early on. Fox managing to get away, but Guardian actually replying then.
I was just going to say they need to pick a fragger soon, or else they're going to be ran over, and Guardian just did just that, and now rotating back to this A bomb site.
Yeah, so Guardian keeping Virtus.pro's hopes alive in this round especially. 4v4. Forest and Getright are tagged up, but as is Kucha, so it's a little bit more even on that front. But let's see exactly where NiP are looking towards making this push.
Yeah, Guardian just cleared off long, but actually the push is coming the second after he let go of his angle, and I think Guardian will get the next frag in this round.
Yeah, all eyes on Guardian right now. The man of the moment, AWP to hand, not gonna get it! Getright so quick on the trigger there, completely and utterly unlocking that A-long area they were looking towards. Fox now has to retract back. as he has been spotted and tagged up, knocked down to only 48, make it 16 HP as here come NiP pushing their way forward. They're all desperately damaged up, tagged up, bleeding from their boots, but the bomb is going down. And Dozier has to leap up to try and stop it, but it's too little too late, as Forrest will find Kucha through the smoke, as now only Dozier stands for the Virtus.pro side, gets 1, 2 to go. Flash is coming in, makes his presence known.
It's not impossible.
No, definitely not. Look at the HP on NiP right now, but their positioning is perfect. They're playing it to the time limit. Can Dozier force the hand of NiP? I don't think he can right now, NiP. Oh, actually, if he's found Flaren, but can he find Forrest? No. He's going to get the hell out of there, try and save the AWP that did get dropped from Guardian. And, well, have to fight another day. 7 to 3.
And Virtus.pro won the pistol.
Yeah, exactly, making it 8 to 3. This game is running away from them.
Yeah, for sure, and they need to make something happen quick now, because if NiP gets a double-digit score this half, I feel like that Virtus.pro is out of this tournament.
Yeah, and I've got to point out how well Get Right is playing at the moment. 19 to 5, Guardian 13 to 8. These guys are performing fantastically, and Get Right following on in his usual form today, picking up the first rank onto Fox. Angel quickly deagling down the man of the moment, so all even now. But as we see on your screens, that obviously Virtus.pro aren't in the best of ways money-wise. We do see that retained AWP in the hands of Guardian. But that's about it right now. Freeberg does lob away the gun of Get Right there, just to deny any chance of them picking up. But there we go, he's found. Though he's in trouble then, like he was looking around for the AK that he obviously dropped to pick it up. But nevertheless, the early exchange has gone down. Where do you think NiP are going to focus their attention towards now?
I think they're just going to collect themselves here in the middle and make a decision from there. Probably going to go towards short or B. Yeah. And it looks like they're going towards B, actually.
They are. Exist dropping up the flashes. The smoke's going out. Angel has been caught. Exist actually pushing through those double doors with Forrest now. Smoke is just cutting off that CT spawn that they knew a player was towards. Exist completely just piling forward. Freeberg coming in from the tunnels as well, completely running over that B-bomb site again. This is NiP just, you know, all over. These guys are so confident, so strong. Even, you know, being very confident up against people with pistols that are very dangerous, they've just completely overrun them again.
Yeah, for sure. They did have an eco, as you said there, but Guardian might be able to save his AWP, at least something going in favor of Virtus.pro. NiP is really stacked on money right now. We see Get Right with $8,000. Guardian with a nice shot there. But I feel it's too late to play the economy game this half. NiP has too much money.
Yeah, Guardian is trying to fight his way out of this one, at least try and save the AWP. He's got 3 and the 4th, so at least he went out in some sort of style, but as you said, it's almost too little too late to be playing the money game.
Yeah, those frags didn't matter at all, actually. Well, the only thing that mattered was that he actually saved his AWP.
Yeah.
But the frags themselves, not that important, because NiP has money.
Yeah, you can't take it away from them right now. They're 9 to 3 up. This is a massive bit of play coming out for them. You said that once they got that momentum, they're one of the most dangerous people to play against. They don't stop building off it, and they haven't. You know, winning that first map was merely, you know, the start of the downfall of Virtus.pro right now. They're going to have to somehow dig so deep to pull this one back. It's almost unbearable to think about, but hopefully they can do it. So opening frag does go to NiP. Get Right once again taking down Angel. Knocked down to 9 HP, but still, it's time and time again.
Yeah, for sure. Get Right is just getting those entry frags every single round, and Virtus.pro just getting picked one by one, picked apart by NiP.
Yeah, Virtus.pro look like they cannot find a reply right now. Even with the weapons beside them, whatever they have, they very rarely find a way to control NiP when they're playing this well. You said it before, it's not even the tactics, it's just that one-on-one aim, that one-on-one battle, always going to NiP. And I want to see more from Virtus.pro. I thought this was going to be, you know, a moment they could really show themselves, but once again, NiP pushing through those double doors, and it's actually Guardian to find one. That's Forrest down. Kucha comes in onto Exist. So this is a little bit different here, finally being able to control that mid and B push from NiP. As now the last man standing is for Flaren, as Geralt got found by Fox. Flaren does get disposed of by Dozier, so maybe this won't be an awful picture at the half of Virtus.pro, but still, it's a struggle.
Yeah, for sure, and as I said earlier, NiP can't get those double-digit score this half, so maybe if they take the 2 last rounds and they get rolling as terrorists, there's still a small chance for Virtus.pro to get back into this.
And I desperately want them to do it. I want to see these guys really go for it. I want to see this go to a 3rd map, but it's a long way back into this for Virtus.pro, but they are more than capable. We've seen Virtus.pro beat NiP before. We've seen it happen. It's not impossible. They've just got to start winning these one-on-one battles and really playing them out. So we do see the NiP side only with pistols beside them this round. So it's really interesting if they can pull anything off here. Guardian enjoying the fact of that, taking down Freeberg, but Get Right with the AK that, well, is now being used by Fiflaren as well. Pushing up short.
And Dozier has to get a kill here.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got 3 members in front of him. He's just popping up, catches the glimpse of one. He's taking down his disc, can't get the second. It's Forrest there, but Guardian comes in with the AWP fire, finding Fiflaren, leaving only Forrest alive now for the NiP side. 1v2. Bomb out, going down. He's going to fully plant that, but look what Kucher is.
No armor. He actually forgot to buy armor.
Wow.
He has 3k, so just
yeah, I was curious when I saw them running around with pistols earlier. I was like, what is going on? But they do have the AKs there. But now he peeks out and Guardian's found him. And what a bit of play from Guardian then. I thought I was going to slip away from Virtus.pro again.
Yeah, for sure. Look at Guardian's stats. 21-8. He's playing absolutely amazing, getting so many entry frags as well. I mean, many people think he is just more of a like defensive AWPer, which usually makes you get good stats because when you save the AWP,
you can get the exit kills.
Yeah, exactly, and those are very, very easy, as we saw when he got 4 frags earlier this match. But he has actually gotten a lot of entry frags here in the middle as well.
Exactly. Guardian's not just playing for the exit frags here. This guy has been opening up, as you said, even when that bomb was planted, pushing forward, getting that shot off was so pivotal. Again, allowing Virtus.pro obviously to have a bit of a chance in this. So 5-9 is that scoreline here, still in favour to NiP, and obviously NiP are still a map up. So Virtus.pro, if you want to start doing something, now's the time. Let's see if they can start spinning around just before the half hit.
And I like the decision to keep going aggressive along, even if Getros has killed them there before. Like, they cannot be scared of him. They have to play their own game, and just because you get out-aimed one round, it doesn't mean you can change your tactics because of that.
Yeah, things change round by round, and obviously you may get out-aimed once, it might not happen again, you might be able to pull off the shot first. So, do see Virtus.pro trying to adapt accordingly. Guardian switching up from that mid-peak, just going to watch from those that hole in the wall and B. It's Fox, though, who's going to receive the trouble initially, looking towards the double doors at long. It's Get Right again backing up, because this did get tagged up there, so just playing it carefully.
And Virtus.pro 3 guides towards B. They really think there's going to be a B attack here, but the real attack is going towards A, and I don't see how they can win this round when there are only 2 guys there.
Yeah, but look at the time limit as well, 25 seconds. They know NiP now have to make their move, and pretty damn soon. And we saw a little bit of a peer through the mid-double doors, but I think Fox has kind of got the idea where they're going. But Forrest again, perfect shot onto Fox, taking him down and completely opening up this A site for them to push towards. And now here come NiP completely flooding in.
Get right to those days, in the opposite side of the blue container. It's quite hilarious. Yeah.
Literally steps away, both of them there.
The 2 campers.
Oh, no,
No.
wow.
Oh, he actually looked
he
the right
looked
way.
as well. I wanted that to go in his favour, but nevertheless, NiP retain the 5 members of their side. And on the last round of the first half here in the second map, NiP looking so good in this.
Yeah, 10-5, they did get that double-digit score, so Virtus.pro, they have a real mountain to climb in this second half, so I don't know what they can do actually. Like, I feel like they have to get a bit lucky with the rounds they win. Like, maybe they win the pistol, lose the first weapon round in like a very close 1v1, then win the round after that, forcing them to another 2 ecos, and like gets up to like 7-1 in the with only winning 2 weapon rounds.
Gotta start doing something right. You can see the look on their faces. They're still keeping, obviously spirits up. They're trying to be cheerful about things. I think they are. There's a little bit of banter going between the 2. In chat, they're just trying to keep cool, calm, and collected, and just keeping a light atmosphere to things. There's no point getting completely super down about things. You've got to stay in the right mindset. We are going to be underway in just a second here. In the second half, we'll be seeing NiP on that CT side up against Virtus.pro on that T side, and now it's pretty much all down to Virtus.pro to bring their A game.
Yeah, for sure, and of course they have to win this pistol round. There's
no 2 ways about it.
Yeah, no room for mistakes here. So let's see what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, exactly that. And wow, already Deagle's coming out there? Okay, we're going to have to see if that one's going to pay off. But Fiflaren at long now in trouble. Virtus.pro, 2 members already present. Fiflaren has to back up a touch, but Dozier finding both people already. Get Right and Fiflaren are down. That is what Virtus.pro wanted and needed to get this going in the right way here. And look at them, completely in control of A. They've just locked off NiP.
Yeah, this is always such a weird situation on the pistol round because NiP has to go for it. It doesn't make sense for them to save the pistols, but still it's like 1% chance of them winning this round, or even less. Just as I say that, they're going to pull up like a miracle. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's the way of NiP. Just when you think you know everything, they decide to just turn it round on its head. Let's see if they can do it. Forrest hasn't checked pit though. Exist finding Kutri, spins around. Oh, I almost thought he'd have had that one. Dear Lord, as now only Exist stands 1v3 for the first pistol round in the second half here. And there we go, he's just getting out of there. He's got no hope in hell.
I was thinking the same thing when Forrest turned around by 1-8. I was like, there's no way he's going to get that kill.
In my mind, I was like, logically, no. But right now it's Forrest. We've seen him before. This man likes to do miracles just to make us seem completely stupid. So I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, if you want to see a close game, that's the start you wanted in the second half here. Virtus.pro will pick up that first pistol round, and that was just very impressive dominant play coming out from Dozier, just taking down 2 members almost immediately from NiP.
Yeah, for sure, and I really hope Virtus.pro can keep calm now and doesn't lose any unnecessary weapons this round.
Yeah, and look at Virtus.pro. 3 members towards that B area. Angel looking towards it. Gets peeked first, but look, NiP don't peek individually. They all come out in pairs and make it such hard work for Virtus.pro. They're tagged up now and going to have to back off. That initial plan has been completely scrapped. And now Fox looking his way towards short.
They actually have no AK Galil. They only have Deagles and SMGs on Virtus.pro. That's quite strange.
Yeah, indeed. This makes it almost impossible for NiP to possibly turn this around, but Virtus.pro have found the first frag there. Fox finding Forrest with the nade. Kuch is still in a bit of a battle. Geralt coming around through mid, finding him in the lower bits of B tunnel. Now Virtus.pro still with the bit of an advantage now that bomb is down. So the time is on their side.
They can't be able to lose this. The bomb is down, they have short NiP with only pistols. Virtus.pro has to win this round.
Yeah. Logic dictates, and Dozier makes it seem true. Getting the frag onto Exist there. Gerai finds a reply, but still, the bomb is still down and ticking with Fox, Guardian, and Angel standing. This should indeed be their round, as Get right now, well, very little to do.
Yeah, exactly. And nice round there from Virtus.pro. I mean, they died 2 people, but they didn't have any weapons, so it really doesn't matter that much. They're just going for the safe game, and NiP, of course, is going for another eco this round.
Yeah, so let's make sure that is happening. They just want to prove you wrong. You know that they're like, you know what, of course they're gonna be on the eco, and now they're by guns. Yeah. These guys, what are they doing to us?
What? No, I'm not going to cast this game anymore. I'm so angry. It's not
normal.
Sense. No,
it really doesn't.
And they're leading, so it's like if you're down, it's okay. Like I can understand.
You might
there is a reason.
Yeah.
This is like we just want to win because we want to go eat or something. That's like the only reason.
I hope that isn't the reason they've done this.
Because they have so good confidence that they're going to win.
Yeah, so Gerai already knocked down to that 30 HP, and you've already pointed out how strange this round is to see.
Yeah.
They've got to pull it off. There's no 2 ways about this. They can't really lose this and be in a good position. But Angel's flash comes out perfectly, but Fiflaren turns the tides, gets the first frag. So maybe this investment is now ringing alarm bells with Virtus.pro, who now know the opposition do have weapons, they do have armor, and they have the positions right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, NiP's goal is to try to force them to an eco next round. But yeah, they got the entry, so maybe they will be able to do it.
You have to see Gerai and Co positioning now down. Oh, look at this, positioning all the way in pit. It's Fiflaren and Gerai down there, allowing the Virtus.pro side to take this bomb site. Do you think it's going to be playing retake here now?
Yeah, it's going to be a plain retake. They really need to play more aggressive here on short, as we see Dozier, because if they don't push there, I think that we're going to be so boxed in by NiP, since NiP has the big pit on long. NiP will simply just go 3 guys from short and 2 guys from long at the same time, and Virtus.pro will be crushed from both sides.
Yeah, and let's have a little listen to the NiP side as they do try and execute this.
Två side. Up here, okay.
It's not paid off this time. You can hear the Virtus.pro are happy with that one, especially behind us. You know, the cries of cheerfulness pretty much coming out there as they have fended off NiP with weapons. And what does that mean economy-wise now for NiP?
It's very, very bad. They did manage to save 1 weapon, so I mean they're only forced to 1 more eco, but that's still like 4-0. And I mean, buying AWPs and M4s, they would have a much bigger chance of winning than buying those FAMASs this round. So kind of a poor decision for them, NiP, I would say.
Yeah, not being able to execute that retake as they'd fancied. But nevertheless, going forward, let's see what they can do. We do still see Exist with that AK, so can do some damage, but Virtus.pro clearly with an advantage here. But, just as I say it, Exist gets Angel. It's going to be one of those games, guys. But nevertheless, early advantage to the NiP side, but you do have to keep in mind that obviously only 4... Ooh. So if Farron does go down there to Dozier, thank God, otherwise I'd have been so worried about this game. It's unbearable. 8-10 still being the scoreline. Kucha making light work of Forest. Still, Exist does have that AK in his hand, so there's still some damage to be dealt. Freeberg put to bed by Fox. And I don't see NiP getting this one at all, really. Exist and Get Right not in a position really to do much with this.
The other thing with, like, when you say one weapon, it's quite easy to get that entry frag as Exist got this this round, but after that they know where the weapon is, they know the rest of the guys only have pistols, they can just go to the other side of the map and just simply plant the bomb and win the round as they're doing now. But NiP is trying to go for this. They actually have 2 AKs.
Oh wow, so Geralt has picked up the AK, they are going for it, as you say. Exist is peering out now, so they know it's Exist, they know he's got the gun, but I think Geralt's going to be the surprise member here, who's going to leap forward. Exist does get one, can't get any more though. Kucha and Dozier hold on to this and bring that scoreline rather close now. 9-10, but we have seen NiP on the back foot money-wise and gun-wise to this point, so this is going to be dangerous.
Yeah, for sure, and they're very, very low on money, and I would dare to say, if NiP loses this round, I would say this map is actually in favor of Virtus.pro.
Exactly that. So maybe this is where we'll see the real NiP side kind of stepping up, and those strange rounds we've been seeing won't be happening again. But Guardian laying off the first AWP shot. No real connection though.
And a really fast short push here from Virtus.pro. Force playing that box position at A, and he's so good at the position, just running back and forth, just buying time for his teammate.
Yeah, Forrest already catching a glimpse of Fox, tagging him just a touch, but Angel does get the frag now. Virtus.pro are desperately flashed up though. They're pretty much blinded. Fiflarian will make the most of it, finding Fox. Angel still pushing forward. 4v4 now, all even. Get Right using the smoke as best he can, but the bomb is down. They couldn't stop it for the life of them, as now they're going to have to play for the retake here.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if NiP actually decides to save.
Yeah, as you said, this
looks maybe try to get an early peek.
See how this one goes. Oh wow, and it's all gone Freeberg's way. Exist follows suit as now only Guardian stands. 1v3, surrounded by the members. He's got the first, look at the second, misses the shot. Oh my word, takes down Get Right. 1v1, he's running the clock to the absolute limit. He gets it, Guardian. Wow. Absolutely incredible play.
What happened when Get Right went out the bomb site? That was... I don't know what's happening anymore. And now NiP decides to go for a cheap buy as well.
Like everything is out the window right now.
Yeah, exactly. Great job from Guardian anyhow. And I don't know what Get Right was doing, jumping beside him on the bomb site. Actually, he must have like missed every single shot. But yeah, what a crazy game, and suddenly it's all in favor of Virtus.pro.
Yeah, indeed it is. And it's been going down to these absolutely mental individual moments, but once again, Guardian, sensational stuff so far. 26-11. Get Right doing just the same, 26-12, so both players really stepping up. But we do see Virtus.pro making their way towards short. Those nades absolutely demolishing Forest down to merely nothing. Easily dealt with by Angel. Is now here. They start converging towards A, and it's going to be Get Right to receive.
Yeah, and I think they were going to regret that they bought pharmacists this round. This should be quite an easy round from here on out for Virtus.pro, because they have the A bomb site now. Yes, exactly, and I kind of feel I played with some of the NiP players before, and I feel like this buy was sort of like they're just pissed by. They want to like, oh, what are we doing? We can win, just buy. It was that sort of a buy, not the thought out.
Not a smart kind of choice.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe a little bit of frustration getting to the NiP guys here.
Yeah. Maybe we should listen a bit to them on that.
Let's have a little listen, actually. As you said, this might be a little bit of a different atmosphere from NiP. Let's have a little listen to see if they're saying anything.
Maybe we could wait till the freeze time.
Yeah. Pretty much surrounded right now, but let's really listen, see what they're going to do.
Ja. Ska jag köpa AP då? Jag smakar inte mitt nu.
Jag tror jag Jollo är autosniper också.
Kan de smaka mitt?
Did I just hear YOLO? That's a worrying term to hear.
They actually said that Forrest sounded a bit pissed. I'm going for the op now, he said. And then Get Right said, I'm going to YOLO the auto sniper.
Okay, so we're hearing the plan coming out from the NiP side. Fiflaren is the first to fall to the hands of Angel there. But the scoreline, guys, bear in mind, is 11-10 right now in favour to Virtus Pro. So NiP still being light-hearted, but the pressure soon will mount. As Forrest falls to Fox. Freiburg, the only one to make a reply onto Fox so far. So back and forth, but desperately and massively in favour to Virtus Pro so far.
Yeah, NiP haven't been able to pick a single round this half, so they're really dominating NiP right now.
Yeah, they are indeed. Get Right surrounded. Freiburg has got one. Kucha finding Get Right back. Freiburg again though. So now 2v2. Somehow Freiburg with that Deagle has been doing absolute wonders. Finally put down by Dozier, is now exist in a 1v1.
The bomb is easy to spawn here, slow on HP.
Oh my god.
They actually going to win this round.
Oh my god. Unless Kucha digs deeper and exists, somehow turns it around. What is this game becoming? You can see the looks on the Virtus Pro guys' faces right now. They're baffled by what's happening. So are we. What is going on?
Yeah, well, they have such a strong lead. They were up 6-0, and now they lose an eco round. I mean, and they're actually quite low on money. They actually only have money to buy this round. If they lose this, they are forced to an eco.
So you heard already, as you deciphered for us, Forrest going for the AWP and Get Right going for the auto sniper, so they've actually done it. The translation was correct, so we're going to have to see if they can put them to good use here. But Virtus Pro know what they're up against now. This is a very different approach than they've been doing before. Just taking the time a bit. They know NiP now has that firepower, so this is going to be a hard-fought round all over.
And Forrest in quite good position, but if he gets naded out, smoked in that position, it's almost impossible to get a single frag, so kind of interesting position from Forrest there.
Yeah, but he's going to be peering out. Oh, he caught a glimpse. I think he tagged Angel there, but only a touch. Knocking him down to just 73 HP, but he knows where they are now, so we're going to have to see if he can still lock this one down. Smoke. Oh, it's a flash actually going out. He's going to have to look away as they have dropped down. Angel causing trouble now. Exists under severe pressure. Dozier joining in, trying to really rip apart the NiP side. And they've done just that. Now Freiburg is literally surrounded by Virtus Pro, but it doesn't matter. He's found two. Oh my god, that could have been absolutely disastrous. But Virtus Pro are holding on here now. Only Fiflaren standing for NiP gets one. Two more to find. 25 seconds to go. The bomb has to be at B now. He knows it. Nade.
Should just play defensive now. Dozier shouldn't peek.
Does he have the discipline? That is the question right now. Dozier only 18 HP, as you said. He shouldn't peek here. He's got to play this one right. Kucha still on the bomb site as well. Flash goes through, lines them up. This is going to come down to this moment. He's going to push forward, and Dozier's there, locking it down. And Virtus Pro needed that round. 12-11 is the scoreline here on the second map. And NiP, what is going on?
They're going to be forced to an eco now. I'm calling it right now. Virtus Pro is going to win this map. Still, it's a prediction I always have had to regret when it's coming to NiP. I mean, they have been down with more than 12-11 on those two and come back, but this time I really feel like Virtus Pro has a firm hand of this map.
Yeah, I feel as though NiP's kind of let them in a little bit too much. They've taken some rounds a little bit too lightly. Yeah. And now obviously Virtus Pro are not going to let that one slip. So Fox opens up onto Forrest and the B tunnels, follows up onto Exist. Obviously only pistols though with NiP. So it's a round you wouldn't expect to go in their favour anyway, as Angel will find two for himself. So it's your kind of standard eco bash more than anything, as now Freiburg is the only one standing for NiP. And probably not for long.
Yeah, quite a standard anti-eco here. Maybe Freiburg will manage to get one, but I don't Virtus Pro. I don't think it matters that much right now in the game. There's so few rounds left. But NiP, I mean, they have to win like 2-3 rounds in a row now to come back into this map.
Yeah, indeed. If they wanted a challenge, they've surely been given one now. So Freiburg on the way out has got himself an AK. Does take down Fox. But whether or not he can fend off the remaining members of Virtus Pro is a very different question here. So I'm just going to flash out, try and play to that time a bit. Just trying to stay alive, pretty much.
Maybe Virtus Pro value their own weapons more than Freiburgs, but he goes down. They got 2 kills. It's pretty standard, straightforward anti-eco round, and let's see what NiP will do now, because they tried to YOLO the auto sniper, and Forrest tried to take the 5th round up, but it didn't work out. So let's see if they go back to their standard play.
Yeah, exactly that. I want to see if NiP do go back to that serious kind of game type that we're used to from them. But maybe Guardian's already going to make a bit of issue of that one, as he does manage to tag Exist through those double doors and already have a bit of a damage element towards that B side. So wondering if Virtus Pro want to play to that. That seems like the vast amount of them are towards long. Who's in pit? It's Fiflaren surrounding. He's not even going to get one. Get Right's the only one to do some work so far for NiP. And now they're in a little bit of trouble. But early exchange not going down too substantially in one team's favour.
No, not at all. Still a 4v4 standard trade there, but every single trade on this map actually favors the terrorists. So I think Virtus Pro kind of happy with this situation.
Yeah, so looking at where they're going, you do see the vast amount towards mid, but as displayed, they are edging towards B. And thankfully, it's Freiburg, they're not Exist, who got tagged up earlier. So maybe he can make something happen now. 1v3, they are edging towards him in this bomb site.
And I think it's going to be hard because Guardian has that AWP.
And I think Virtus Pro are well aware of his positions now. Flash comes out. He's going to have to peer across. It's Angel to take him out of there. But Exist quickly onto Fox, leaving it in a 3v3. And Dozier and Angel are damaged. Bomb down and ticking. NiP are going for this one. Get right through the hole in the wall. Goes for a little bit of a peek. Gets met with some AWP fire in his direction from Guardian. Forrest through the B tunnels. He's got to play to his left. He doesn't check it. It's Dozier there. Dozier onto Exist as well. Only Get Right stands. He's going to have to try and back away. Cannot manage it. And Guardian may have just, really caused a bit of a problem here. 14-11 is the scoreline. Virtus Pro might take us to a 3rd map here.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I'm so impressed by Guardian. He's so quick with that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's quite insane. A lot of players have had troubles going over to the CS:GO up, but Guardian, no problem at all.
Yeah, making it look really rather easy. And well, NiP money-wise, not looking too great right now.
Yeah, and they're forced to an eco, which basically means Virtus Pro is going to have 4 map rounds. And yeah, as I said, I think we're going to a 3rd map, which is Nuke, I think.
Yeah, I think it very well could be. We know how strong NiP are on that map, so it's going to be a tough task again. But then again, you'd say that NiP are very strong in this one, but Get Right in a great position. Oh, he's gone one. He's found Kucha there in the smoke. Peered out a little bit early, so already spotting out where Virtus Pro are.
Yeah, I mean, this shouldn't be any problems for Virtus Pro if they just go together and play methodically. I'm a bit concerned there from Dozier going all along at long, but Angel, yeah, easy frags here from Virtus Pro.
Yeah, they clearly take this one very seriously. They're not, going for the yellow auto snipers or anything of the such. They're playing this very standard. And, well, they're reaping the benefits of it right now. 14-11 is the current scoreline. It will be 15-11 unless Freiburg somehow becomes a magician. I highly doubt he can do much here. Maybe I'm going to have to eat my words. No, I'm not. Angel's there, takes down Freiburg. 15-11 is the scoreline, and NiP may not be looking so strong right now.
An interesting fact, the score is 10-1 in this half, and the only round that NiP won was an eco round. Haven't managed to win, they didn't win the pistol, and they haven't managed to win a single weapon round.
It's unbelievable, especially for NiP. They're such a good team, but they're being outclassed right now by Virtus Pro. We've seen these guys do it before, and maybe they wanted to see it again, pretty much. So Guardian there, watching the little boost just in case anyone fancied popping up. Not going to go for it.
I mean, NiP is not out of this yet. 4 rounds in a row as CT. It's not impossible.
No, certainly not. And NiP are one of the teams who could do it if anyone can. Yeah. So just going to have to wait and see how this round pans out. Pretty much, it's all down to such small moments can define such massive things in this game, so we're going to have to see who's going to be the opening kill here, who's going to be on to get it, who's going to fall, and who's going to really define the shape of this round. So we do see Virtus Pro edging towards short. It's actually Angel up there right now. Guardian still keeping eyes on that midsection just to allow his teammates to get up towards short, dropping out that flash, keeping Exist and Co at bay. Angel, though, already looking towards the A-bomb site, so picking up a nice bit of ground here. Smoke in his way, going to have to back up.
And it's all going to go down to Get Right this round. I feel like he has to at least kill 1. I would even say 2 people if NiP wants to win this round, and Force have to throw some good flashes for him.
Yeah, we're going to have to see if that is the case right now, because, well, the T-side are starting to get the flashes and starting to make their moves. They're pouring towards the side. This could be it for the NiP side on this. Gerai doesn't even get one. Forrest misses the shot. This is not the NiP we know and love. What has happened during that half-time? Viflaren, the only one really to do anything so far, leaving Viflaren, Exist and Freeberg still alive. And a bomb to defuse and 4 players to find. Can Virtus Pro somehow do this?
I think this is over on this map. Virtus Pro won't make any mistakes, and there we go.
They've done it. Wow. Virtus Pro are taking us to a 3rd map here. What an absolutely phenomenal series of events. I was a little bit worried on the first map there. I thought, oh, NiP looking very strong. This is going to be one of those whitewashes. It's certainly not. We've said it time and time again, you know, this is the event where we see the best teams go head-to-head. And we're normally seeing what would be a final already in the semis, so this is already a great game. But yeah, 3rd map. Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be Nuke, and we can see NiP here. They're not happy at all.
Wow, that's a very different NiP there.
Yeah, and as we saw the last round, like Getright, he fired like 10 to 15 bullets, get a single frag. Like, if it's on his aim game, he would have gotten at least 2 there, I feel like. And Forrest missed like 3 op shots as well. I feel like they have to get some momentum back if they want to win this, or else Virtus Pros might actually kick NiP out in the semifinals.
And that would really be a massive story there. So NiP are going to have to go and, you know, rethink things through, have a little chat between each other and try and work things out as a team, because that's, you know, that's the type of team they are. They've got to work together. They can't take it too lightly. And I think almost in that game they got caught a little bit hap-handed there.
Yeah.
And Virtus Pro clearly up for this one. They do not want to lose a single round. So they have taken us to a 3rd map here, which is going to be in just a moment. So guys, we'll be back in 5, so make sure you stay tuned.
Coming to you live from Cologne, Germany. We're here on the 2nd day of the RaidCall EMS 1 finals. We are about to find out which team is going to go and meet up to be in that final. And I'm joined by my friend Jonathan, who a second ago had some pretty bold words, and we were already getting questions here of this new caster. He's opinionated. What's happening? And I believe you said there wasn't a chance that Virtus Pro would take the map. It was going to be a 2-0 for the Ninjas. What do you feel now?
No, I'm pretty disappointed also. But yeah, that's the bait you take, that I took. And I think what we are experiencing right now is a change in the psychological advantage. So all it takes is one pistol round and then the following first equip round that Virtus Pro took in the 2nd half, and then they are getting the psychological advantage, like I said, and NiP is going down, and that is, I think, the only way to take NiP unawares.
So if you have to call it, what's going to happen next?
NiP will win.
There you have it. Jonathan, our newcaster. Yeah, round of applause. Doing a great job. Over to you, Melly.
Thank you, Sean. Well, we have a video. Somebody sent me a video, so I have to show it. It's for a Facebook contest on facebook.com/RaidCallEMS1. Check it out. It's a fan art contest, to be honest, and where you can send in stuff that describes your love for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And we have a video, and I will just quickly show it to you. I haven't seen it myself, to be honest. Let's see what it says.
My love for CSGO is huge. And with RaidCall EMS1, it just got bigger. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Well, as I promised, it's the only video that reached me so far. You won something. Congratulations. I think it's an ESL t-shirt, the one that is Sean wearing. Look at this beautiful t-shirt. Yeah. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You should tell the story about the hat.
The hat.
The hat.
I just wanted to leave it for you because you love that story and you love telling it.
Okay, I will tell this quickly. I know that there are a lot of people, because we see you guys in the Twitch chat, we see you also on the RaidCall channel 1997, telling your love for Paul, and I can understand that because I love Red Eye just as much.
We all love Red Eye.
That's good. He's a lovable character. And one of the great stories from yesterday is where the guys from the Copenhagen Wolves were kind enough to bring this awesome cap snapback. and while it was sitting around, Paul decided to throw it on his head, which is a great idea, but unfortunately, and I hope you guys can see it at home, he got a little bit of his makeup right there, which of course we all have to wear, otherwise we look really hideous, and the guys here in the makeup make us look a little bit better. But what Paul did, and this is a prize for the person who sends in, should we say the next video, the best video of the day?
The best video of the day.
The insert has been signed by Paul, and I believe it says something to the extent of "Sorry for the makeup, Red Eye," which I think, if you're a fan, is a pretty cool gift right there. So you've got a Copenhagen Wolves hat with a signed apology from Paul for putting his makeup on the hat, and that's for the person who sends in the next or the best video. You want to decide?
I'm going to decide exactly.
Right there.
And
I thought about taking it myself, but
that's of course not the only prize we have. We have a NiP jersey as well, which will be signed by the players later on.
I think we even have the gold pen here waiting ready.
Yeah. Okay, then keep on sending your stuff. I'm waiting for it. I want to see some great pictures, please. And the commentators are already waiting. And let's get into the third round of this matchup.
Let's go. Versus Pro Ninjas in Pajamas.
Well, Sean seems a little bit more excited than I almost am, but I am pretty excited. We are being taken to a third map here between, as Sean delightfully told us, Virtus Pro and NiP. Now, after the first map, I thought it was going to be a bit of a whitewash. We saw NiP in usual form, looking extremely strong, very clinical, individually brilliant. We saw some outstanding moments as well coming out from Guardian early on Mirage, I believe it was. The second map, though, we've finally started to see a little bit coming through from Virtus Pro and Dust 2, and they're really starting to shine now. Obviously, we will be going into Nuke on that third map. Now, NiP are going to have to dig deep because this is a bit of a different situation now.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, the momentum is with Virtus Pro right now. NiP, however, has had a few minutes to chat, get their shit together, I would say, because they really need to do that right now, because the last 12 rounds on Dust 2, Virtus Pro completely crushed them.
They've got an uphill struggle, so I'm kind of curious exactly how well NiP are going to do this mentally. They seemed kind of a bit hit and miss, and they almost seem to take it a little bit too lightly on one of the halves there on Dust 2, and I don't know what happened. We even listened in, and they seemed a little bit like, oh, we'll just have fun with this. But I think they almost got caught off then. They kind of took it too easily, too lightly, and then Virtus Pro, a team who have previously beaten them, kind of went, all right, you want to take us lightly, we'll completely show you up for that. And that's what we've just seen. So NiP clearly kind of been put back to the drawing board here. You saw the little kind of warm-up thing they do together, getting pumped up, getting ready, having that little team talk, because we are going to go live into the knife. We are on Nuke. We know how important the choice of side is on this.
Yeah, and I don't think Nuke will play in the favor of either of these teams. They both are very strong Nuke teams. We saw Virtus Pro very easily beat ESC on Nuke yesterday, as well as NiP has always been a good Nuke team. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they can manage to do. And of course, the knife round is very, very important in this map, since the CT side is so heavily favored.
Right, so I'm going to listen in onto the NiP side at the very least and see what we can hear here.
Постарались. Да выпустите их, что-нибудь там между ящиков, как шлюхи бегают.
Назад, сейчас бомбу пойду поставят.
Nu sitter det bara som små.
Bakom main.
Han är snubben, slicear två snabbare.
En till snabbare.
En till, bra.
Han är han kanske inte är det. Nu är han det. Радуйтесь, долбоёбы, вам пиздец. Давайте, пацаны.
There we go, so NiP pumped up for this one. And as our Virtus Pro, it's not a bad start for these guys.
Yeah, of course, and way more excited winning that knife round than when they won that on Dust 2.
Yeah.
So as you said, maybe they were too confident in the last map, and now they finally realize, okay, we have to take this guy seriously.
Yeah, that they will do indeed, and obviously you can hear the Virtus Pro guys as well, very pumped up, very vocal about it as well. They started off quite quiet when we listened into them, but now they've got themselves boosted up there. So we'll be seeing Virtus Pro up against NiP here on Nuke. We are in the third map, and this is going to be incredible. NiP looked so strong on that first map, but quickly was shut down by the Virtus Pro side, who previously have toppled NiP off that tally of a wonderful win streak that they previously had. So this pistol round, to start things off with, is going to be so important. So already, Forest laying down the fire, but it's Angel who's going to be looking to make this one happen very quickly. So already getting themselves down towards those back stairs and through. Freeberg is the one to receive. He's going to have to back up as well. The T-side are not hanging around for a second. Pushing straight forward, it's Angel to get the frag onto Freeberg. So already opening up here. This is absolutely insane. Forcing Get Right's hand there to push out. Dozier quickly dispatches of him. Exists though on the push down from ramp. Finally, NiP might be able to do something here, but look exactly where Virtus.pro are now.
And yeah, they're planting the bomb at A and managed to fake NiP so much this round actually, with only 2 guys going down the yard stairs and the 3 guys were still standing in the lobby.
So Fiflaren in those vents exists going through lobby. They have found Forest, who was the other standing member. Now Fiflaren pops up through the vents and doesn't get much. Exists now looking through Squeaky. It's Fiflaren to get the first. Guardian goes down. Exists exchanging bullets. Dozier finding Fiflaren. Exists pushes forward, but Virtus.pro stop him in his tracks. And as you said, they faked them out completely there, and NiP bought into it.
Yeah, I mean, what I think Virtus.pro was thinking is one of the most standard T-pistols on this map is going down the stairs on the yard and just smoking the B-bomb site, just getting the bomb down. Like with sending 2 guys down, NiP maybe did their usual B defense answer to that. And then they had an answer to that in the lobby, so it was kind of a mind game going on there, I feel like.
Yeah, indeed, and these two clearly know how each other play. They've certainly played before, and well, Virtus.pro making good ground towards ramp. Already through radio down there, bursting forward, Dozier and Angel. Angel laying down the fire towards Forest, and they really have just caught NiP out of position right now. Why did they give up ramp so easily then?
I don't know, maybe they're just giving them ramp so they can stack the B-bomb site because they're on the eco. And see Freiberg getting the first kill. They're actually kind of good positions from what it looks Virtus.pro is doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. So Freiberg was the first to get the frag there, but as you said, the positions in the ground covered from Virtus.pro is very impressive. Guardian does manage to find Get Right. Now Dozier pushes forward to underneath Pros, gets the frag onto Forest. These guys are making it work, but Freiberg is on the hunt with Exist. They might be able to come up behind the Virtus.pro side. So Kucha fights Fiflaren. Guardian already knows where the 2 remaining players are for NiP. He doesn't manage to get the frag though. Exist will get it. Dozier onto Exist, as now only Freiberg stands 1v3. He's in trouble. He's trying to get that deagle to connect, and it's not happening right now. And he feels a little bit surrounded because he is, and Kuch is there to get it. And NiP not doing the usual damage that they do in those rounds against anyone with a slight advantage. Normally they get a good couple of kills. They deny the plant. That time we saw Virtus.pro getting the plant down, getting all the kills, and doing all the work. This is a very different side of Virtus.pro compared to the first map we saw.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good anti-eco there from Virtus.pro. They did lose 1 guy, but I think they're still kind of happy with that because they're going for only pistols and those SMGs, and it's really working out with them, not giving the CTs any AKs.
Yeah, so once again looking towards ramp, but finally we see a bit more presence from NiP here. Forest just sitting down, they're doing a little bit of damage here and there. That nade not quite working out the way Fiflaren wanted it there. Is now here comes Virtus.pro. Fox and Dozier doing the work, opening up, taking them down. 5v2, no sorry, excuse me, 5v3. Forest is just desperately tagged up now. So Get Right and Forest and Freiberg have to make this happen. I just don't think they can at the moment. They're being completely outgunned here pretty much.
And not much to say. I mean, Get Right did get 1 frag, but as long as they don't get 3 frags, I think Virtus.pro is quite happy with this round.
Yeah, so
only 1 frag.
Yeah, very, very nicely handled again by Virtus.pro, keeping a nice clean slate throughout that after picking up that initial pistol. Going forward, looking very good, very, very, very clean rounds. These guys are not, rushing things. They're not being hap-handed. They're not throwing anything away. They're playing very clinical, and that's nice seeing, coming from Virtus.pro, who looked a little bit frustrated before, especially on Mirage.
Yeah, for sure, and they look very, very confident right now, and let's see what they can do here on the first weapon round of this map.
Yeah, the first time we're going to see a little bit of resistance going in from NiP. See Forest towards that ramp section, just keeping eyes on. We've seen an early couple of exchanges going down that way, but Virtus.pro not really getting towards there. It's Angel going down towards those back stairs. Guardian keeping eyes across, and it's Get Right in a bit of trouble now. So he's let them slip through his fingers, and Virtus.pro really have made the ground. So
yeah, Virtus.pro already down in the lower the stairs on the yard, so getting the first frag, so NiP is really pushed back right now.
Yeah, and Virtus.pro know exactly what they're doing now. They have those 2 players sitting in lobby still. Bomb's still there, so they have not fully committed towards this lower bomb site yet. but now Angel finding Freeberg as well. That's completely opening this up. Get Right, Exist, and Forrest are the only ones standing once again. Forrest trying to stop them on their push down towards the ramp area. They're just stuck in radio, but there's the nade. They'll just take him out. Get Right and Exist, the last two standing, but look where Get Right is. This could be the defining moment. Denied by Fox. Now it's all in Exist's hands, and there's nothing he can do. Just perfectly played out here by Virtus Pro. Surely he cannot get his team into this one. They can't allow it to happen, and they won't. Dozier's there. Wow.
And oh my god, a flawless T round versus NiP, and they had weapons on Nuke. It's like, has it ever been done before? I would actually like to see some statistics from that, because that is not easy.
No, indeed. And well, you can see it on your screens right there. The NiP guys look a little bit lost as to what's going on. Get Right looks a little bit, you know, not too sure what's just happened there. So obviously they do only have those pistols now beside them, up against a very stacked Virtus Pro.
Yeah, going for that eco once again, and I feel like Virtus Pro played that last round perfectly. They just picked NiP apart, going down the yard stairs, pressuring ramp, doing everything right just by the book. So very impressive play from Virtus Pro this far in this game.
Yeah, the three-man stack not quite paying off just as of yet. Forrest the only one really to do any sort of damage, finding Angel 4v4 still, flashes and smokes, edging towards that ramp, but Virtus Pro not committing, and you can see it paying off again. Kucher on to Get Right. They're finding them time and time again, and well, NiP are actually being outclassed here.
Yeah, I'm so surprised what I'm looking at right now. However, we have to think about this only being one weapon round so far, so we cannot tell so much about this round so far, but I mean, the fashion that Virtus Pro won that first weapon round, it was so dominant, and they played it so perfectly, like taking over yard, pressuring ramp. NiP was, as you said, they looked kind of lost, running around, didn't know what to do.
Yeah. So now Flower and Exist and Forrest, the only ones alive for NiP. Dozier, Fox, Kucher and Guardian to find. Guardian makes his way towards the upper site. It's Dozier with the bomb. So already they're pulling NiP down towards that lower bomb site, not committing there, getting the bomb down in upper. And this is just beautiful play from obviously the Virtus Pro side. They have lost 2 members though, but they have got the bomb down. So not an awful situation if they can just make sure they retain the remaining players.
Yeah. They're just going to try to go for some exits or maybe get some AKs. There's not much else they can do in this round.
Indeed. So 3v3, it's almost over for NiP. They can't really make any headway here.
Yeah, exactly. And we can hear behind us, Virtus Pro is really, really loud right now, actually. So maybe we should listen into them and, during the next freeze time and see. I mean, yeah, the momentum is so much with them right now.
Yeah, let's have a little listen.
Послушайте, что мы сейчас делаем. Не покупайте кучу гранат. Не покупайте кучу гранат. Мы сейчас просто подойдем, слушайте, подойдем, кинем дымы на улицу и под одну флеш выбежим с дома на морозе, загоним плент. Поняли?
Подкажешь, дашь сверху?
Я дам сверху дам.
Я могу. Только не нужно шуметь.
Плентом
вылетает, слышишь?
Карась. Just give one flash and go up from
Я могу дать сверху, которая прям взрывает.
I heard about a flash and then go up. I'm learning Russian, maybe, who knows, but clearly talking things through, sounding very confident compared to, you know, they sounded very quiet before, very, you know, a little bit, not necessarily morose, but very, very quiet. Now they sound a lot more into this, so maybe that's going to pay off in their favour. But the way they've been just kind of dominating the pace, really leading NiP where they want them, has been perfect so far, but now is another chance for NiP to switch things around. But fast-paced push going out. Exist finds 1, finds 2. Exist is on for a fantastic set of kills. Freeberg comes in with the 3rd there onto Guardian, as now only Angel and Kucher stand. And Exist still looking to take this further. Kucher is literally centimetres away from him, and he gets it. Well played so far from Exist, picking up a hat-trick of frags, leaving only Angel standing. And I don't know why Virtus Pro have done this. They literally had such a lovely bit of control towards the way the rounds were panning out for them and the way they were leading NiP to just rush forward and hand the kind of pretty much the kills to Exist was a really curious choice. Now Angel has to do some sort of magic now, finding Get Right, not going to get any more, and NiP needed that. But why did Virtus Pro just almost throw that round away by just rushing out like that?
Well, the thought, I think they were thinking like, okay, we went yard last round, let's go for A this round, but they have to show more presence on yard before they do that, because Get Right was aggressive on at the container, and he just told his teammate, okay, there's nobody at yard, it has to be an A push or a ramp push, and Virtus Pro basically walked into a trap in A there.
Maybe they're going to kind of rethink this one, but that nade coming out from Get Right onto Angel really has done some big early changes. With Flaren gets tagged up too, though. But first frag does go to Get Right, so already playing this outside area so well. Gonna look to try and take this further, catching against another player up there. That's Angel and Dozier, damaged up, tagged up, and in a little bit of a worse shape than the opposition, to say the very least. So NiP just kind of taking this at their own pace now. They're not rushing this one. They're not going to try and be a little bit relaxed about this. They're trying to make sure this one does not go any worse than it is. 5-1 is the scoreline currently to Virtus Pro, bear in mind, which is a bit of a rarity in itself.
Yeah, exactly, and we actually see Angel here down the stairs in the lower area, but Freiberg is already there waiting for him, but Virtus Pro has kind of good map control right now, even though they have one-man deficit.
Yeah, let's get right onto Guardian. Following frag was Freiberg taking down Angel, leaving only Dozier alive pretty much, and Fox is now the last man standing, as Dozier got found by Forrest, so they seem a little bit different now. NiP just stepping up another gear and just finishing that one off, so 2-5 is the scoreline. Look at that scoreboard. Dozier 6, Kucha 6, all very, very even until you get down to Guardian 1-4, obviously, but he hasn't really had a chance to get the AWP within his hands yet, so we haven't seen much coming out from him.
Yeah, actually kind of worried for Virtus Pro right now. They only managed to get 1 kill in the previous 2 rounds, so
yep.
I mean, NiP has found the answer for their yard push, so they have to try something different now.
Yeah, they're going to have to try something else. It's not paying off the way it is currently. Get Right's just been too good towards that outside area, really locking them down now. Let's see if they can switch something up. Flaren actually from NiP has already come to kind of support Get Right. Just having a look outside the smokes, clearly worrying him, but Flaren knows they haven't pushed down now, so already kind of locking off what's possible.
Yeah, and I think they know that Flaren can be in that position right now. However, Flaren gets Angel from the side there. He should have had the teammate there to back him up.
Yeah, you'd have hoped so at least, but while this is all happening, you see Dozier still looking towards ramp, edging closer, and it's Forrest who's going to be receiving a good couple of Virtus Pro sides, so this could go either way now. And it's Forrest to get the first shot off. Nice connection down to only through 33 HP onto Dozier. Does get the frag. Get right onto Guardian, so it's now going NiP's way. They're starting to control the pace of this. There's only Fox and Kucha stand. Fox looking around for Forrest. He knows he was around here. Actually, Forrest did go down, so he's actually careful of another play creating that crossfire, excuse me. No, it's Kucha and Fox. Let's find out where these guys are. So, Kucha towards the outside area. Fox underneath at the moment. You can see him just on Get Right screen then.
Yeah, this is basically impossible now that Get Right is over that ladder.
Very little can be done, but he's going to hop up anyway. Get Right does deal with Fox. And now Kucha left 1v4. I don't see this happening, to be fair.
10 seconds left and he doesn't have the bomb. He's just going to save his AK. Wise decision. I don't know what Virtus Pro should do right now. I mean, NiP is really putting the pressure on yard, having 2 to 3 guys there every single round. So maybe they should try go pressure ramp or something. I mean, not just go yard right away, but pressure ramp then go yard. Like force the rotation before they attack somewhere.
They've got to do something because NiP is starting to really switch on to this. Yeah. The scoreline is 3-5. Obviously, Virtus Pro got that lovely lead at the start. And Get Right, did I hit anything, Kucha? No. Yeah, it's still banter, even in tense times like these. These guys clearly, obviously, have been facing off against each other for a long time. But we do finally see that AWP with Guardian, so maybe this little kind of exchange towards the outside area might go a different way. So far, it's been very much, well, NiP's way, once they got those guns beside them. So Guardian looking across. Not really seeing much. You can see that Get Right's not wanting to peek out too much, but Angel has found Freeberg in the meantime. So already, Virtus Pro with the advantage now.
Yeah, didn't catch really where he got the frag. He actually spammed him on the dog walking side of A through the T roof. That is first time for me I see that spam in CSGO.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I haven't seen that actually fully connect on down to such, obviously, to kill them. So, interesting round already. So, 4v4 anyway, we do see Virtus Pro start looking towards... They've got to start making a move soon. Obviously, 45 seconds left up on their board. They've got to start edging towards somewhere. And, well, Kucha's in a great position to start doing that. And obviously with Freeberg down, that's one less member to be worrying about. But for Flaren, in those vents, trying to keep eyes to make sure they're not having too much of an easy turn towards that lower bomb site.
Yeah, and Flaren already down in that door, so... Kucha getting that frag, though, so it's still anyone's round, I would say.
Yeah, it's very hard to call this, but with 20 seconds left out, we are going to find out soon. The flashes are coming in. Exist backing up just a touch. You can see them now lining up. Exist again, finds the first, not going to get it the second this time. Taken out by Guardian. As, well, Virtus Pro looking a little bit stronger now. Push out from Forrest from the upper area. He does get taken out eventually by Kucha, but did pick up the frag onto Dozier. 2v1. It's all into Fiflaren's hands now for NiP. Let's see if you can find this. Kucha and Guardian still standing.
I think he can find Kucha, actually.
Certainly could. He peeks out at the right time, does get the frag there. But Guardian is a different matter, a different beast entirely. Oh, wow. Guardian actually not hitting that shot that time. Oh, my word. He's going to go for it. He's not going to get it. Guardian pops up at the last second. Make sure he times that correctly. And he does get the frag. So 6-3 is the scoreline. Virtus Pro kind of picking things back up now.
Yeah, thank God for Guardian. He saved his mistake there by picking off Fiflaren when he was defusing the bomb. So I mean, NiP forced on Eco if they lose this round, and great play from Virtus Pro there.
Yeah, and as much as I'm just looking at the scoreline, you do tend to forget that obviously this is such a CT-sided map here. Normally you'll see, well, you see much more of a strong kind of scoreline towards that CT side.
Yeah.
So it's very rare to see NiP obviously being this caught off guard. So do bear that in mind, folks. It's a little bit of an upset, to say the very least. Guardian did catch a little bit of a glimmer of Get Right outside. Doesn't get a shot to connect, though, so going to have to go back to the drawing board on that one. But Angel does find him in his place, so clearly the communication's absolutely key for the Virtus Pro side.
Guardian again doing that T-roof spam, jumping up on the main roof, and I feel like NiP still have a good answer for that yard push. Maybe they should try to be more aggressive as they was in the previous rounds when they won. Get Right going aggressive at the T container there on yard.
They've got to do something, because clearly they're not being as dominant even in the rounds they do win unless Exist goes huge. So it's a little bit of a hard one to call so far.
And I mean, Virtus Pro has the stairs on yard. They are on the ladder. They basically control the entire map. NiP is so pinned down right now.
Now they have to fight their way out. Forrest has found Angel, now making Virtus Pro back up out of that lobby area. Kucha onto Freeberg. Oh wow, Kucha follows up onto Forrest as well. As Zix now surrounded. Fox finds him. Now only Fiflaren stands. And well, you said they were surrounded. That was certainly true, but Fiflaren finding two, but left on only 8 HP. I just don't see him being even allowed a footstep towards this bomb site.
No. I mean, Fiflaren should have saved his weapon there as well, but he went for it and died. And 7-3 to Virtus Pro. NiP forced to an eco. Everything going Virtus Pro's way right now. They're actually up 7-3, soon 8-3 versus NiPST on Nuke. It's quite crazy. And to actually see a buy from
I was about to say, this is a strange move from these guys.
I mean, maybe they're so desperate.
It could very well be that. It is coming down to that marker now. They can't let Virtus Pro get too much of a lead. Obviously, Virtus Pro will be going onto that CT side, which on paper should always be the easier side on this map.
They do actually have 5 and 4, so maybe I was out. I didn't know their money situation as well as I thought I did. So
well, maybe it's just a mix of desperation and having to do something at some point, because they're certainly not being able to take on Virtus Pro even with weapons, so they certainly won't be able to with pistols. And well, Freeberg is already tagged up and damaged, but Fiflaren's in a wonderful position here if they do manage to push towards that lower bomb site. Actually splitting off on the hunt for Get Right, who's not even playing the backing off himself. So very passive play until Fiflaren did find Kucha there as he edged towards those stairs. Get Right now springing into the action.
Yeah, but look at Angel's position.
Exactly, that's a different matter.
It looks though like Get Right's. No, there is someone there in the garage area, so yeah, going to be a duel here now.
Yeah, Get Right does get a couple of shots off, not receiving anything yet, but it exists to take things into the NiP's hands. Finding Angels, they push through Guardian now, a little bit tentative towards Squeaky, pushing out finally, finding Exist, but surrounded by fire. He's baffled, he's confused, but he's still making it count. Finds 2 so far, as now only one man stands up in the crow's nest who can do any sort of damage right now. And it's Fiflaren who's going in from Squeaky from behind, going to make his presence known, allowing Forrest to peer out just a second. Try and get a little bit of work done, but Fox finding Fiflaren. It's all onto Forrest now. The man who went so big before has to do it again. 1v2, not going to happen, and Virtus Pro.
And
wow.
2v5 for Guardian and Fox. Amazing play from them, but I still feel like NiP might have played too aggressive there, but losing the 3 guys so fast. But I mean, there were 3 guys in 8. It's not like they could have escaped, so that was just great play from Virtus Pro.
And this is such an unbelievable sight to see Virtus.pro 8-3 up on the T side on Nuke against NiP. This is a situation I never thought I'd see. But, well, it's happening, and it's happening right here. So we have to see if somehow the NiP side can turn this one around, because no matter how strong they were originally, this is a deciding map here. So, Freeberg onto Fox. Trying to use that pistol, trying to do something.
Yeah, I mean, the NiP, of course, forced on Nico now, and the last round, I mean, it's NiP that usually takes those 2 versus 5 impossible situations, but now we see Virtus.pro actually managed to do that, and NiP actually getting 2 first frags on this eco round. Maybe they can pull off a comeback here by winning on eco.
Well, they're going to have to pull something off here. We've got to turn the tide somehow. Kucha, though, finding exists, who's normally been knocking down the upper bomb side. Dozier follows up onto Freeberg. This is more the typical kind of round player you'd expect, but still, Gerrite, Flaren and Forest still stand. And Virtus.pro cannot take this lightly, and I don't think they will.
No, things looking very dark for NiP this round. Probably just going to try to take some exit frags or something, because the lead is soon going to be 9-3 in favor of Virtus.pro as terrorists on Nuke.
Dozier making that sound rather true there. And following up is Kucher onto Forest, and 9-3.
Maybe we should listen to NiP and...
Yeah, definitely.
Kom igen nu. Vi är bra som T som fan, så vi kan vända där.
Word. Kan vi få det här nu? Fan, stäng ner dem. Våga ta dueller nu istället. Jag ska kötta ramp också. Skit och backa nu alltså.
Lägg agro smoke då?
Ja,
jag gula sen också. Jag lobbar innan då.
So, a little bit of insight there, how the NiP side are feeling. Do we have any translation coming out, or should I not even ask?
They actually said they wanted to improve their they said they were good at the T side, so they was trying to calm down, like, we're good as terrorists, don't worry. Still take the jewels, we cannot be afraid of them. That was basically what they said.
Well, Freeberg clearly keeping that mentality in mind as he does get the first 2 frags. Angel and Kuja down, Foxy on to reply. Exist falling now after being so pivotal in those initial rounds. Barely being able to get a glimpse into this, and Gerrite now playing a little bit differently, switching up here to sit in and wait for the push, but it's with Flaren to find Fox. It's now only Dozier and Guardian are alive. But look where Guardian is again. These guys are in such a great position. They could do some work unless Gerrite catches a glimpse, and he does. Now, Dozier, last man standing, 1v4, 45 seconds.
Doesn't have the bomb as well, so...
Yeah, I don't see he's got a way through this. Even if Forrest isn't having as brilliant of a game as he did before, he certainly won't miss that. And NiP looking a little bit better that round.
Yeah, kind of easy round there for NiP. They certainly need both the last rounds in this half, and I mean, even if they win the 2 last, they're still down 3 rounds when they go over to that T side, and let's hope that GetRight was right when we heard him speaking there over the raid call, because they really need a good T side right now.
Well, they need to do something. They need to pull themselves together on this one, because it's NiP here. It's such a strange sight to see them down in a map like this, and especially at a moment like this. So Forrest opens up onto Dozier, taking that frag there in the bag for NiP. Early advantage is what they need, but they're getting very aggressive up against people with pistols. This is, actually, no, they do have now AKs remaining. Tell a lie, they just had the pistols out when they challenged initially. GetRight onto Angel. 5v3, this is more like the NiP we know, but they went very aggressive then initially. Do you think they just had to switch something up a little bit and challenge?
Yeah, for sure, and that's what they said when we listened to them as well. They said, like, we have to keep taking the jewels, we have to keep pushing them, and Forrest actually said he was going to just go aggressive ramp and just use his aim, basically.
Yep, so GetRight doing just that onto Fox. Now Kucho 1v4. This is a completely different picture from what we've been seeing so far. 5-9's now the scoreline. And NiP looking like a different side. Maybe it does come down to them just, reminding themselves, okay, guys, we need to do this. We need to focus up in this sort of way. We need to play this sort of game and bring themselves back into it, because they lost it for a good couple of rounds there.
Yeah, for sure. And as GetRight said, they actually have a pretty decent T side on this map, so it's far from over. However, still 9-6 when going over to the T side is going to be very, very hard for them.
Yeah, it's a daunting scoreline for any team, even of NiP standards. So now Virtus.pro, they have a little bit of a, well, whatever they could buy seems to be with them, making their way through, well, past the smoke towards those lower bomb stairs. It's GetRight to get the first onto Guardian, early advantage to NiP, and they want to get this one in the bag. Freebo gets 1, gets 2, it's Angel to finally shut him down, but GetRight finds a straggler who was Fox, trying to make his way through upper towards those vents, as now only Angel stands. 1v4, I just do not see this happening. He does have the bomb and a lot of time, but the way NiP are right now, they're not letting anything slip.
No, and NiP is going to take the last round, making the score 9-6 in favor of Virtus Pro. And I mean, if they get the pistol, start working the economy, it's possible. It's NiP. We can never count them out.
Yeah, exactly. Any other team, you'd almost be, you know, a little bit worried at this point. You'd be thinking that's a terrible scoreline to have. For NiP, it's not the normal scoreline we have, but they're a team, as you said, that do have the ability to turn this one around. But Virtus Pro, to take nothing away from them, they're really giving us a good couple of games here.
Yeah, they're playing amazing this T-half. Angel got some sick entry frags there from that container outside on the yard. Just playing very, very good Counter-Strike, taking control of the maps, picking up NiP one by one.
That's exactly it. So we will be going live into the pistol now, and this is so important. This could take Virtus Pro almost, you know, onto, well, match point really. If they, you know, get the pistol, get the rounds afterwards, they're going to be so close to it, it's going to be unbearable. And NiP need to bring themselves back into this game.
Yeah, I think their hearts are pounding right now because they know they have to win this pistol so badly, and let's see what they will be able to do.
Yeah, so Fox onto Forest. It's the early frag for Virtus Pro, but NiP getting themselves pumped up here. Quick exchange, back and forth. Get right though. Could be surrounded if Angel decides to push up here. Going to be a little bit cautious. Angel dropping out that nade. We saw him there right next to Get Right. That nade does not connect perfectly. And now Fox gets a little bit damaged up in A. So very tentative first round. Virtus Pro are taking this one very seriously. They're not overly committing anywhere, and NiP are taking their time equally.
Yeah, this is so tense. My heart is actually pounding so hard right now. It looks like they are deciding to go towards that ramp area where there actually is only one terrorist city player, but Angel's there now, so there are two.
Yeah, but Get Right could not care less. Finding the absolute head of Kucha. They're taking off his shoulders now, pushing further forward, going as a complete unit. This is NiP. They have to pull this one off if they want to get back into this game. Fox has something else to say about the matter though. Finding Freeberg, defending the lower bomb site, cannot handle Fiflaren. NiP, you need to get going right now as Get Right does find it, and Exist will stamp his authority onto that. And NiP give themselves a chance to bring this one back now.
Yeah, that was such an important round for NiP. Great headshot there from Get Right onto ramp there. So Get Right keeping them in this game. Hopefully they can win 2 flawless anti-ecos here, as they have done on this previous maps.
Yeah, this is a massive moment for NiP. They do have a struggle on their hands. The map bias is not with them, but Virtus Pro are also up against one of the best teams on this map especially. So both sides have a tough task in hand right now in such an important and deciding game here. This isn't even the finals, this is the semi-finals. We're already getting games of this caliber. It's unbelievable. So let's find out how this round is going to go down. Early spam coming out from the NiP side, but it's Get Right in trouble. Guardian applying the pressure, but Angel should go down. He does do just that. It's with Flaren to claim that one. Forest onto Kucha. This is looking like NiP are going to keep this one and keep the advantage. This is what we expect from them, and well, they get it. Yeah. That's better. That is the Get Right. That is the Forest. You know, this is the team that we know, and that is what they're doing right now.
Yeah, only lost one player there. Going to be yet another eco from Virtus Pro, of course, and it's going to be very, very tough for NiP though, because I really feel like they need to pressure their economy to come back in this. I mean, if they lose the first round and at least get 3 kills, then win the round after that, then I actually think NiP will be favored to win this.
We're going to have to see about this round though. And as the stats said there, you know, NiP win this map almost 95.16% of the time. This is a map that is so good for them, and see a scoreline. This is such a strange turn of events, but Exist and Co picking things up as per usual. Angel finding Forest, but Get Right pushing forward, but it's Freeberg to get the shot onto Angel. They're leaving only Guardian standing. And now 1v4, this probably isn't going to go his way. I doubt NiP will even give him a chance to get a frag now.
No, they are playing so methodically right now. They're not giving Virtus Pro anything because they know their tournament life is on the line. So I'm just waiting to see this first weapon round.
This is going to be so important.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, just that NiP gets frags, it's so important. Not gets shut down. I mean, at least get 3 frags this round, and they can come back in this, because they cannot let Virtus Pro get those complete shutdown rounds as you can get on Nuke sometimes.
So here we go, folks. We saw that really defining pistol round that did allow NiP to get back into this, but now another one that's going to show pretty much how this could fall. As you said, it's all about NiP doing the damage, getting the frags, and trying to make this work, and this is so important to them. This is, you know, the match deciding, you know, map at the moment. This is unbearably tense. Guardian already getting tagged up and sent back to try and play a little bit more cautiously. And NiP doing the damage from afar, being careful, like you said, but still doing the work. Taking the one-on-ones, but taking them correctly and carefully.
And Sierra Freiberg's, Guardian is down already to 19 HP here. And NiP is only 1 minute left and they haven't even got the yards there, so they're kind of pushed back right now.
Yeah, not finding an easy way in at all. Virtus Pro now making the move. The exchange going down lower. It's Dozier to find Freeberg. This is not looking good for NiP. 49 seconds. The clock is against them. They've got to do something and do it quick. Guardian already finding Forest as well. This is not good at all. NiP, you've got to somehow dig deep and pull this one out if you want to stay in this one. Get right. Knows Guardian's there. He's going to now choose the time to push forward. 30 seconds on the board. And the CT side already are at this lower bomb site as well. This is going to be such hard work. This is such an uphill struggle. Look at Angel's positioning. Really dug in. Fiflaren has to come out at the perfect time to allow his rest of his team to push forward. He's trying to just pull the attention out of him. But now the rest of the NiP side are making their way forward. Geralt does find Angel. Exist onto Fox. 10 seconds and ticking. There's not a lot of time to be doing this. They've got to be so careful. They don't want to lose the guns. They want to get that bomb down. But look at Dozier. Yeah. As you said, he comes out, as does Kucher onto Exist. So only Fiflaren stands. And I wouldn't say this is the exact way that NiP wanted that to happen.
No, not really. They still got 2 frags though.
Yeah, of course.
That is very, very important in this situation, because that means that if they win this round, they're back in the game. So this round is super, super important for both teams. It's basically worth 2 rounds, and when the score is 10-9, 2 rounds is is obviously very, very good.
Absolutely massive. You can see the pressure on the NiP guys' faces. It's very, very rare to see Get Right looking pressured, but look at Guardian literally on the forehead of Get Right there, but not taking the shot at the right time. But obviously Smoke was in his way. We have the lovely bonus of X-Ray every now and then. So who's going to be the first opening kill? Who's going to be the man to really take things in the direction of his team? Guardian catches a glimpse, catches more. He's called it out to his teammates. He knows where they're going. Doesn't manage a shot off. He was literally millimeters behind. But when you expect where Get Right is? Oh, and Dozier and Guardian in a perfect position. Forest gets one quickly avenged though. Guardian manages to find. Oh my God! Virtus Pro are literally leading this round in the direction they want. 1v3 Exist cannot get it, and Kucher will get it. And wow, and this is unbelievable.
You can hear the Virtus Pro player be so happy because they knew how important that round was. It basically forces NiP to an eco now, and Angel was by far the hero of that round. Clutch frags from the window area. They're very, very hard angle, but he still managed to get those shots off. And Virtus Pro is probably going to win this match now if NiP cannot pull off amazing comeback.
Yeah, to get back into this one for NiP right now is unbelievable. It's almost unreal to consider it could happen. They do only have those pistols, but if any team can do it, it could be NiP. But Guardian already just denying that early chance. Exist goes down. Dozier finding Freeberg as well. And oh, Guardian, I thought he had that one off as well. It's Forest up there. And if he gets this at such an early advantage, he won't manage to get the shot off. And now Dozier goes hunting, finding Fiflaren in the back. And this is just looking almost over for the NiP boys right now. Good couple of rounds still left though. Get Right 1v5. I just don't see him having even a hope in hell right now to even get a frag, let alone this round. Laying down the fire. Get Right still with a pistol, left on 19 HP. Now Guardian, the man of the moment, just laying down the fire, as is Dozier. No way back in. The nade will finish him off there. And the scoreline is worrying me right now, folks. If you're a Virtus Pro fan, you are in luck, because this is looking like it should be their game. And maybe NiP left it a little bit too late to start taking things seriously on Dust 2. And maybe they're feeling the pressure now because of that, so those decisions that were made.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Virtus Pro met them halfway. NiP looked strong the first map. Halfway through the second map, it looked strong. And after that, it's been a Virtus Pro show.
It really has been. Really has been. These guys showing exactly what they're made of. A lot of people thought, there was a one-off that NiP really took the game to them, but right now they're showing exactly why they did that, and we're going to have to find out if they can keep this up now. So, obviously, NiP do have the weapons beside them, but as do Virtus Pro. So, Guardian, once again, keeping eyes on the outside area, making sure no players sneak past or get past early on.
Very cocky position from the Guardian right there.
Indeed, he's playing a little bit gutsy now. He's right to be doing so. He knew Angel would have him as he went down those stairs, and that was Fiflaren falling down. So now 5v4.
Things not looking good for NiP at all. And They have no map control. They lost the first players. Virtus.pro's complete control of the yard area, and they know exactly where NiP is right now. We have even Kusher real aggressive on ramp, so Virtus.pro knows exactly what NiP is doing right now.
Yeah, they most certainly do, and here come NiP just putting all their eggs in one basket, pushing forward, allowing Fox, Dozio and Guardian to completely mop them up, leaving only Forest alive. 1v5 with little to no hope, but with 20 seconds on the board, what can he even do here?
Basically just try and get some frags, maybe even save the weapon, but get some frags in hope of pushing their economy later in this match. But now Guardian know where he is, so it doesn't really matter. Managed to get some though.
What?
through the floor there in the ladder.
There we go. Angel will take them towards that, well, that rather important round marker. 13-9 is the score currently. NiP looking a little bit strapped for cash, to say the very least.
And very interesting. Maybe we should listen to them and see what's the status in Team NiP campus.
Det är psykarna för dem också med kampar, tror jag.
Så det de gör alltså, det är AWP en yard. Alltid. Han försöker söka.
We're actually seeing tactical time here. All these guys sitting on spawn.
Ibland brukar det vara 20 eller ibland brukar det vara Angel som verkar rotera där. Igen, om vi inte tar över yarden, de kommer stacka som de gjorde nu. Då hade vi inget som hade tagit över yarden, då var de alla det. Eller 3.
Alltså, men det var ju för att han vi lägger våra smokes på en gång, så får man typ söka det, eller jag vet inte.
Och sen söka direkt. Alltså
men hur står de på ramp? Hur många är de ramp?
Det blir en,
tänk på att röra lite och T-spawn bara så att inte tid.
Alltså om det bara är en där, alltså då, precis som Western Wolves, alltså gå ut där.
Vi stannar så ja, de söker rampen.
Jag HS eller Guardian, jag med P50 på där. Han är bara en jätterelevant där.
Yeah, they seem kind of done now. And Exist, they're actually almost quoting what I said, that Virtus.pro, they never took the control from yard from Virtus.pro, which basically means that Virtus.pro knows they're coming A. And he said that it's like they were arguing like, oh, we can't go yard, Guardian is here, the AWP is very, very good. And Exist said like, well, we have to go there because otherwise they know we're not coming there and they can just stack A. So basically that's the biggest issue for NiP right now. They have to somehow remove Guardian from yard and get down those yard stairs and gain the map control they need.
Yeah, and even look at the scoreboard, you wouldn't expect it. He's only on 9-15, but every single one of those frags, or every time he's played it in unison with Angel, it's been so important. It's been a fantastic show. We're going to have to see if somehow NiP can kind of keep him busy and not give away that they won't be there. Oh my god, Guardian is pushing right up into their faces. Falls down to Fiflaren, so that plan not quite paying off, but they do have rounds to play with. But you certainly don't want to give NiP any sort of rope because these guys will completely run with it. Now Forest, fantastic positioning, leaping over, finding Dozier. There's now only 3 stand for the Virtus.pro side, so maybe this is the turning point, maybe this is what they needed, but Forest looking like he's ready to go. Can't get the shots off though. Kucha will deny that push underneath Crows. And now 4v3.
A very tense round, still heavily in favor of NiP, of course. I really think Virtus.pro is going to take a risk here, just take a chance. Oh, nice fighter to get right.
And there we have it. T-side of NiP keeping themselves just in this.
Okay, I like them playing aggressive versus NiP, but Guardian in the beginning of the round, that was pushing it.
That was a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Maybe you've been watching Shocks a little bit too much with that AWP, running up Dust too, taking those early AWP shots. You're like, I want a bit of that action. Tried it out, clearly not paying off that time.
Exactly. I mean, even if it would have hit that shot, there probably was another NiP guy there just could have killed him afterwards. So. Not a smart move there from Guardian, maybe playing too confident right now.
Yeah, you cannot take this team like that way at all. NiP, no matter how many you're up, they're still a dangerous side, and Angel being very aggressive as well. So Fiflaren could feel the brunt of that push if obviously it isn't checked. Angel does find Fiflaren there, so the CT side with the early advantage now. Guardian onto Forest, and this is that danger that they were worried about, that as soon as Guardian and Co make out where they are, they kind of fall down. So Kucha onto Freeberg. This is not looking good. This could be match point now. This could be the round to take us on there. And they'll get right and Exist. The only 2 standing for NiP to try and keep a little bit of room to breathe here. Get right. Finds Angel. Quickly avenged by Guardian. Those now Exist 1v3. This looks like it should be almost going to match point here for Virtus.pro. Let's see if Exist can do anything.
He shouldn't be able to do anything. The bomb is down in the lobby. He has to pick it up, which basically gives him his position away. We see Dozier close in that door room, and yeah, Exist is just thinking to himself like, where did we lose this? This is impossible. Trying to find some kind of option of what they can do right now, but Virtus Pro is just shutting them down right now.
Wow, and Virtus Pro take us to match point.
And I just want to say again how well Guardian's playing. I mean, Angel went aggressive there. Guardian was standing further away on yard, covering him, defending that, not the Red Rock anymore, it's a big tank thing.
Yeah.
Exactly, and he managed to get the shot onto Forrest right afterwards when Forrest tried to kill Angel. So great team playing, great shot there from Guardian.
Yeah, and if the way things go, this is going to be a very different final on our hands, and we are literally possibly one round away unless NiP can pull off something special. And Forrest opening up onto Guardian, pushing further forward, and he's got the second onto Dozier as well. He's trying to claw his way back into this game and keep any sort of hope alive for NiP right now. But Angel, Fox, and Kucha still stand, and well, they can still do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, this round is basically not over since Forrest just runs away and dies. And great shots from him, but he played a bit too aggressive there at the end.
So, very tense stuff. 3v4, but the T-side still need to get that bomb down. They still need to make their way towards one of the sites, and there's only 55 seconds in this. And this is going to be game-defining for them.
Yeah, it really is, and looking very, very tense right now. They're going for the A-bomb site, which is, I would say, the best decision to do right now.
It may have been, but Fox has found Get Right as he's made his way through lobby. And slowly but surely, the chances of being in the final are being taken away from NiP. With every single frag Virtus Pro gets, now Fox just dancing around with it. He knows where they are. Exist onto Angel around the back. There's now only Fox and Kucha stand. It's all onto Kucha now. But Freeberg just about keeping NiP in this one. 22 seconds. If he goes 1v3 right now, I will eat my hat. But nevertheless, he's going to push forward. Not going to get it. NiP still staying in this game right now. 11-15.
We see Ethan there shaking his head. He's so nervous. He's at everyone. He looks really, really sweaty, and
he's feeling the pressure too.
Yeah, maybe we see the same thing we saw at DreamHack when NiP came back in that game versus Publicly. So this is. Yeah, Virtus Pro is going to win this if NiP doesn't do anything incredible.
Yeah, and if any team can do it, NiP will be the team to pull out something magical, but it's still not going to be easy. Virtus Pro know what they're up against, they know what they're facing now. Without the individual brilliance of Forrest opening up, it's going to be a little bit harder here. But Angel finding Get Right already favor against NiP as Forrest gets caught by a massive amount of bullets. They're taking him down to only 36 HP. He's going to have to dive away, return back with an aid, trying to alleviate some of the pressure. These guys are literally on a knife edge right now. 4v5. Virtus Pro still seemingly massively in control of this.
Yeah, they have a really good position. However, NiP do have that stairs area in control on the yard, so one thing going in their way at least.
Yeah, indeed, they've got to keep hold of the small things as well, because right now they don't have a lot. So Flaren and Forrest looking towards the outside area, making their way through Mac House, but have they found Guardian? Well, they have now. Forrest trying to even things up there, 4v4. This is so tense. Every centimetre counts, every peak matters. If you make a mistake, you could cost your team so much right now, and they're both feeling this pressure. Fox onto Flaren, replied by Exist. Back and forth we go, 3v3. And now Dozier in such a great position here.
And they do have that A-bomb site, so they're going to get that bomb down right now, and this round actually favoring NiP right now.
Yeah, the clock is now on their side, but they've got to hold on to it and fend off the Virtus Pro side, who know where they are, they know where the bomb is, they just need to play this one correctly and get the game in the bag. So, Freeberg onto Dozier, but Angel replying back and forth again. This is so tense, it's unbelievable. Exist and Forrest to try and hold on for dear life right now. Angel laying down the fire, knocked down to only 3 HP. He's feeling the pressure, they've got to get out of there.
Oh
wow.
My god, I can't handle
Even
this.
I can take a breath at the moment.
And now it's a very interesting moment. Will Virtus decide to drop weapons by some pharmacists, or will they decide to eco? It's very, very important decision for them. Let's see their money right now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're deciding to eco. It's a great decision, which basically means it's only 2 real weapon rounds left for NiP to even this out.
This is an unbelievable game, guys. Ladies and gentlemen at home, make sure you're tweeting to that #EMS1 with your thoughts right now, because I can barely get mine in the right order, because this game has completely turned my expectation on its head. But Exist goes down early to Angel. This is not how they wanted to start things at all. And NiP feeling the pressure again. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, however, 3 guys in Virtus Pro do have those pistol and Kushers down to 1 HP, and Freiber has already taken control of that lower area, so I still think this round favors NiP right now.
Well, it should do, but I daren't call anything these days. You know, CS has surprised me time and time again, and today is just, you know, proof in the pudding of that. So now Freeberg does catch a glimpse of Dozier towards that lower bomb site, has to back up a touch. Oh, Angel onto Forest. Advantage to Virtus Pro, even though they're so tagged up, they still have the player advantage. Get right quickly, trying to get things back.
Yeah, I mean, even if they got the 2 frags, they still have pistols, they still have no armor except for Angel and Dozier, so I still think this favor NiP.
It should do. It really should do right now. We're just going to have to see how this one goes. And look at Get Right, literally surrounded by the opposition, going to try and get away. He does do just that, but Dozier is there, finds Get Right now. Only Freeberg and Flaren stand. Flaren onto Dozier. 2v3.
Oh, they have to get the bomb down.
Unbelievable. 20 seconds and ticking. They are under so much pressure right now. If they make the way out, this will be absolutely incredible. Flaren onto Angel, looking for more. Guardian just playing the time.
What a 6 HP. This is insane.
Oh my god, guys. This is absolutely unreal. Kucha 1 HP, Guardian 6. The bomb has to go down now. Flaren defending like an absolute boss. The bomb is down and ticking, and now Kucha 1 HP goes down, and NiP stay in this game.
This is
oh my god.
Absolutely insane. The 4 seconds left on the clock. He just looked down and prayed that it was going to plant, because he knew there's no way my teammate can defend both at the sides at the same time. So, oh my god, this is so tense right now. Only 2 rounds remaining for NiP to make one of the sickest comeback I've ever seen.
This would be defining once again. Every moment counts, and this game is giving me a heart attack, let alone the players. And let's see what NiP can do now. They have the uphill struggle. They're literally on a vertical climb back into this game. Virtus Pro are on game point. This is it to go to the finals, to face off against Very Games. This is so defining of these two teams. We're just going to have to see who plays it off better in the moments. But where are NiP looking right now?
Looks like they're playing slow stand and not deciding to take over the yard, which has worked out so great for him. He's then trying to push out fast on ramp here. Oh, Kusher managed to get those frags and makes a big advantage here for Virtus.
Yeah, so back and forth. Thank God Freeberg got that shot onto Kucha. Otherwise, NiP would be in massive trouble. Guardian, though, doing work as well. He's going to have to be careful. Get right onto Angel, unlocking slowly but surely this lower bomb site now, making the way through. But Dozier, once again, in a very dangerous position. Forest onto Fox. Chlorate this one back, frag at a time. Dozier finding Forest himself, so it's literally play by play, kill by kill. This game could go either way. Dozier and Guardian, can you secure this for your team right now? Gonna have to find out if Flaren and Get Right, though,
oh my god,
bringing it back again from a team who was struggling so much to bringing it back almost all even.
Yeah, and if you look at the money, it's they have no money, Virtus Pro, right now, so it actually looks like they're going for an overtime. This is so insane. Actually, my scoreboard, if you can look at the money real quick and see if how much money do they have.
Not a great deal,
yeah,
as you can see.
Yeah, well, both. Okay, we can see the weapons now. 4 FAMASes and a P250. So not the worst buy in the world, but the way NiP has played the last 4 rounds, it's not going to be enough.
This could be, you know, obviously a moment for NiP to remember, or something they certainly want to forget now. So let's see if Virtus Pro can get this one in the bag here. They can lock them down, or NiP can dig deep once again and pull it out. So no one wants to be that first frag. No one wants to fall down right now. Every single shot counts. And Forest looking to make it count. Imagine tag up Guardian, who's been so pivotal, but not falling.
We shall see Virtus Pro playing so scared right now. Earlier they were so aggressive in yard, now they're playing so passive instead. Angel with that first frag though.
Yeah, does manage to take down Get Right, so that's already an advantage, and Kucha is in such an important position, finding Exist, calling that out, repositioning. This could be huge if he plays this one correctly. NiP are a little bit roped in. Kucha gets taken down by Exist. This looks like overtime right now if NiP keep this up. 30 seconds remain, but Dozier and Angel doing work between them as now Exist and Flaren the last one. It's all in Flaren's hands right now. Virtus Pro almost on the edge of taking themselves to the finals here. 1v3. Somehow Flaren has to clutch this. If you guys are supporting NiP, this is the man you've got all your faith in right now. He's looking for the frag. He's got another, taking down Guardian. Has to find Dozier and Angel. 8 seconds remain. The clock is against him, and he can't do it. Virtus Pro secure themselves a place in the final here at the very last round here on the very final map. This has been an incredible moment. It's been one to remember. And NiP, what happened?
I don't know. My heart is pounding. This game was absolutely insane the last 5 rounds. Great play from Virtus Pro. Great try from the NiP their ultimate comeback, but it just wasn't enough. Just incredible game.
I am absolutely lost for words. NiP looked lost initially on that map. They brought it back, they brought it to that very last moment, and then they just couldn't hold on long enough. On that last round as well, that could have taken them to overtime.
Yeah, it's insane. If you just look back at Mirage, where Forest was so dominant, if someone would have told me then, oh yeah, Virtus.pro is going to win this 2-1, I was like, no way, no way. And yeah, Virtus.pro,
wow,
really, really impressive play from them, beating NiP now 2 BO3s, and it's incredible.
Absolutely amazing. Truly deserving their place in the finals now. And this is going to be a game to remember. It's going to be one of those games that you'll look back on and go, oh my god, one absolutely phenomenal display of CS, pretty much. It's as simple as it is.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't think we've seen these two in the finals against each other, actually, that we're going to be seeing in just a moment.
No, because there's
always been NiP.
Exactly. So
wow.
kind of like kind of fresh final.
It is. You know, everyone was kind of moaning when NiP were on that really dominant run that, oh, this is boring, it's always VG, NiP, it always goes NiP's way. But, ladies and gents, you've had your upset there. You know, a lot of people at the start were saying, you know, this is one of the best, you know, events we've had in such a long time. We have all the best teams here, we have all the best players here, and, you know, every team has, you know, the ups and downs. You know, some had a very dominant performance before, some after. You can see the VG guys clearly keeping tabs on that. They're just behind us as we speak. And wow, you know, we've seen some of the most fantastic games so far, and that wasn't even the final, so God knows what we're in for.
Yeah, exactly, and we shouldn't count Very Games out just yet as well.
No,
no, they're have a good chance of beating Virtus.pro in the final, so I mean, if this was a semi-final, what can we expect from the final? This is just crazy.
It's unbelievable. Finally, guys, we've seen NiP, you know, looking almost human there, and it's been a long time since they've looked not necessarily as strong as, you know, everyone kind of remembers. And, you know, they played so well, though. That's the thing, and you think, you know, how many rounds did they maybe make a mistake on that could have, you know, cost them that?
Yeah.
And, you know, how many times did maybe on Dust 2 they give away a round by playing a little bit overzealous, overconfident? And surely that's going to be on their minds now.
Yeah, for sure, and maybe they will just go home now, talk themselves together, and come back stronger in the next event.
Well, we're going to have to see. But guys, obviously, I want to hear from the winners themselves, and I think Sean has a couple of them with him. So we're going to pass over to Sean. So make sure you stay tuned, because this is just incredible.
Oh.